Alrighty, here we go. SNI pre-show. Whee! Hold on a second here. Gotta change our spooky picture. Hold on. What's the last one we used? It was that one. So switching to this one. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's go over here. Gotta fix my camera. Just be a second here. Get to see how everything gets set up for the show. A little behind the scenes peek here, folks. You fixed your issue, JL? Oh, with your laptop. Yeah, you mentioned. I saw you mention that. Cool. Excellent. Congratulations. Yeah, that's not the right screen. We need the computer. Handy dandy remote control. Got the switcher all up and running good and proper again. Now let's see. Will the Cast app load this week? It didn't load last week. I had to go through the website. Let's find out. Let's just get this out of the way for the time being. I'll change it momentarily. Hey, it did, and you can't look at that. Hold on a second. I think that's right. Yes. Okay, there we go. Let's get back in there. Okay, let's get back into the join party. Oh. What? Oh, right. Hold on. Volume mixer. Okay, I see the sound. Why are we not hearing anything? Oh, I know why. Hold on. We gotta go here. La 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 la. Hello? Why am I not hearing anything? Hold on. This. Really, Cast? What are you doing to me here? Why am I not hearing anything? Now it's muted. Okay.
Safe to eat, of course, because it's been casting all that. But
there we are.
Hey, these actually look pretty good.
Okay, I just need to get my.
So I got my friend made these hair clips, but I put them on my headset because I wanted to decorate. Yay, money! Just in time for the sale that you're not going to participate in.
Now, is it going to make me restart Cast because I didn't have the camera plugged in? Let's find out.
Damn, bro. Sorry to hear that. Yep. Oh, I understand.
Okay. Now, let's see if. Oh, of course. Oh, that's perfect. That's great. Here we go. Now I'm seeing nothing. That's great. Let's just restart Cast. I think that's probably a good idea. Reboot it. Yes, as Michael says, it seems that you do have a lot of issues with your computer equipment. Why do you stick with Apple? I don't understand
Mr.
what the
Safety.
appeal is.
Yes, he did.
I don't know who that is.
I know by his YouTube.
YouTube. Oh,
Lead
again.
each day, Mr. Safety.
He used
YouTuber
to be famous.
He
from a
used to be
long time
we called
ago.
the professional idiot.
That's
Okay.
not my camera.
So, back in
Oh.
like,
XSplit
God damn
broadcaster.
it. Yeah, I see that. Thank you.
Hi, XSplit. Welcome to the party.
and mine said VCam, so it's not much better.
Mine tried to say snap camera, so we're all doing basically the same thing.
Yay!
There.
There we go.
So you know what Skinslip and I discovered? I think we mentioned it in the Cram chat, but
I don't know.
What-
What?
for those who don't know here in chat, we, at least some of us, I know Eric and Sean and I, when we were in Stickam in the YouTube chat days,
Yeah.
we used to hang around sometimes with people like
Mystery Guitar
Phil-
Man.
Mystery Guitar Man
Yeah.
and Philip DeFranco and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And what we discovered last week when we were watching
week?
movies
Oh,
is
this
that
week.
well,
No, that was last week. You're right. Never mind. Sorry.
is that the new Netflix movie Stowaway was actually directed by Mystery Guitar Man.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
It
It's
is.
like, holy cow! So that's what he's been up to.
Getting movies made,
Yeah.
making music and making movies. That's,
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Good for him.
Yeah, Eric is usually here. Only rarely is he not here.
Yes.
Usually,
And it's usually because of work. Stuff he can't control, you know?
Usually.
To be fair, that's what, when you weren't here, Eric, everyone was asking where you were. So
Yes.
Oh, okay.
people missed you.
You are missed.
I
You are loved. You are wanted by the masses.
The mosses.
The bosses.
Moss.
Yeah.
Oh, and for those who don't know, Cass, Toonman, 1984 in chat, started this.
Actually,
he had his first
Two-man
stream
plays.
this week.
2 Man plays now.
Toonman plays.
Oh
It's
yeah,
Toonman-
two
Toonman
man plays.
He did his first stream this week, and it was freaking hilarious and brilliant. And
Because he's hilarious and brilliant. That's why.
And he forgot to
Because he's
save.
one of the funniest person in our friends group. And we all agree with that.
Absolutely, and he forgot to save the stream because he didn't have the thing.
We got the little checkbox.
But there was a
account,
couple
yeah.
of clips that preserved some of the moments, apparently.
Yes.
So, yeah, well,
I just thought it was funny. Every time he was playing Euro Truck Simulator 2,
of course.
and every time he'd be like, "All right, I think I can make it through this tunnel without any trouble." Boom, 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 boom.
Accidents. Yeah. We all know how accident prone
He goes. He
Cass
starts
is.
at the beginning of the tunnel, makes a lot of noise, and at the very end, he always has to go back to check to see how much damage there is on the truck.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's about.
That sounds like Cass, right?
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Sounds like
It's like
That's
Cass
our
in real
Cass.
life. What are you talking about? It has nothing to do with the game. We're just talking about him going to work. No, I'm kidding.
What the fuck, man? Come on.
But yes, his inaugural live stream was last night,
I missed
and
it.
much fun was had. I
I
was
saw like
I
2 minutes.
was assaulted by Nightbot all night. Thanks.
I saw.
Right.
Whatever.
I showed up and I'm like, oh cool, I'm about to say something, and then I had to go because my friend messaged me as soon as I started watching. Like I was literally typing a message and like, I don't know, there's no point in saying this. Got to go. So I watched it for a whole 2 fucking minutes. I feel bad, but
Yeah, I was there about an hour, and I caught it coming home from work. So I just made some noodles, grabbed a soda, and chilled and
watch Cass fuck up driving.
watch Cass totally, break every single road law, driving the wrong direction down the freeway.
Mhm.
And we're pretty sure
Turn.
he's the best driver in real life, which is hilarious.
He missed a turn on his route, and he's like, "I can fix this." And then, like 5 minutes later, his trailer is next to his cab, defying jackknife, defying the laws of physics every time he moved. And then eventually he straightened himself out and was driving the wrong way for like easily 50 miles.
Excellent.
But he goes, on the good side, I was going the right direction.
Mhm.
By going the wrong direction. Now
Did he do an awesome power thing where he's stuck sideways and trying to go back and forth? I think that's what I saw very briefly of.
He did
He was
eventually
trying-
flip the truck.
But I mean, he was trying to turn around, and he got like stuck in a tunnel or on a road, and he was like going back and forth doing the Austin Powers thing.
Yeah, that's the
Did-
turn that he missed. He was up on an
Yeah.
overpass.
That's exactly when I tuned in. I was laughing, and then my friends were like, "Hey, you ready?" I'm like, "All right, gotta go." Yeah, I saw a total of 2 minutes, and I was laughing. So.
I don't think it said he goes. There's no construction or anywhere. There's no. He was literally for like 50 miles. There was no divider, or the only thing there was a divider between the two sides of the freeway. And I put in chat. I'm like, yeah, this is the one time that there's no fucking construction on the freeway.
Right? Or no gap or whatever. Like,
No
shit.
gap or anything. You finally eventually found one, but it just like, it took him like 10 minutes to find.
Very good.
So
I like turtles.
Me too. Turtles are
I like
fucking
turtles.
awesome.
especially of the green teenage mutant variety.
Yes. With
Yeah.
a ninjutsu.
Those are awesome.
Ninjutsu
I have Darth Vader.
capabilities. I have turtles.
Oh.
Turtles.
I have
Turtly
Jim.
awesome.
I have Gurr.
Singing
Doom,
the
doom.
Doom song. Doom,
It's a great
doom,
shirt.
da doomy, doom, doom, doom.
One of the best moments of any cartoon ever, right there.
The Doom
This is
song.
actually one of my own great tricks.
I mean, for a while, the Doom song was my ringtone.
Primal Rage.
I got annoyed with it because it's like, yeah,
Well, it's an annoying song.
yeah.
You reacted correctly.
I mean, and it's like funny. It's like I never get phone calls. The minute I turned to the Doom song, I was getting phone calls all the time. Like, really, really, really? Okay, but
Like they knew.
yeah.
We're gonna make sure this plays all the time.
I was going to say the Doom song, the full Doom song is one of my sound alerts. Right? For my high
The
price
full
sound alert.
Doom song.
Yeah, because you can get one that's short. That's just
Oh,
him.
I see. Gotcha.
He gets to like the doom, 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 and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Or then it, like the full one is that you can hear Zim going, "Grr, could you please stop singing?" He goes, "Doom, doom,
6
doom."
months later.
Yes,
Grr.
Well, it's like
you
how
please
I
stop
edited
singing?
the Mermaid Man thing. It's like, will you please stop saying that? It sounds like he's saying it to Mermaid Man, but he was actually saying it to SpongeBob in the full original clip. But
Yeah.
it just
Yep.
made it funnier, like he's getting annoyed with Mermaid Man. Evil,
Evil.
evil.
Oh,
Where's the boy? Come quick, get evil.
That monkey's got a gun. Don't forget the Twitter post, Sean.
I will when it's time for the show.
I'm looking at baseball cards.
I thought you were gonna say babies for a second. I don't know why I thought that. I'm looking at
I'm adopting a
babies
baby.
Yeah.
because
I'm
I'm
gonna just
hungry.
randomly look at what the fuck? You twisted motherfucker.
So if I eat some babies, that's like the same as stem cell research, right? I'm researching the flavor.
And muted.
So Stoud,
Yeah.
Skinslip and I were talking earlier. How you know I've been editing the Phasmophobia sessions from around
Uh-huh.
last Halloween, and we got to talking a little bit, saying, "Hey, you know, they've added a lot of stuff since we last played. There's like new locations, there's new ghosts. There's like
Stop.
I would,
The answer is yes.
I would hope they've refined the controls ever so slightly." And yeah, so we're thinking, you know, it'd be nice to have more episodes to post this Halloween.
You've just been having too much
And
fun
thus-
doing those episodes. That's what it is.
It's actually been really fun. I really like how the little clips at the beginning and the preview clip for the next episode thing has been working out. I think it really adds to the overall experience. And everybody who's been watching has been saying, yeah, those clips are awesome. They really like get you You know, I cut on like just the perfect moment for the cliffhanger. You know, it's like what was it? There was one where we went into the laundry room and the EMF reader just went through the roof in the laundry room. And it was you and me were in there, Stoud, and Skinslip and I think Legally Blind Gamer were in the hallway outside. So it's like the EMF reader's going crazy, and then we turn around, and then the door slams shut. And we're like, let us out, let us out, let us out! I just cut right there.
Let me out, let me out, let me out! Instead of the meme, let me in! It's let me out!
Yeah, there was a few that I cut like mid-sentence like that, just made it more suspenseful, I thought. Like there was one where you were freaking out about, we got some readings and then the ghost was in the room somewhere and you're like, he's here, he's here, he's here! It's like, oh god, oh god! Just found all the most dramatic parts to cut those clips. It was great. It was a lot of fun. And it's easy to find those moments when editing because the waveform gets really loud.
Just look for the spikes.
Just look for the spikes. Yep, we're screaming there, and we're screaming there, and we're screaming there.
So it's like you literally just look at the waveform in the whole stream and just go, okay, episode 1, episode 2.
Yeah.
Episode
Yeah. Actually, with you, Skinslip, everyone was laughing at the sounds you make when you get really scared. It's like he's just like incoherent gibberish.
That's what I do. Not Cthulhu noises when I freak out. I was like, I go. So when I get really stressed, I get non-verbal.
Yeah.
So it's like we got into a real yelling, like a real hurt feelings of yelling argument. I just go silent until you were done, and then just quietly leave and get, that's the kind of like. So like
you just
in the scary moment,
shut
like
down.
like freaking out, But yeah. I don't get verbal, but there's definitely noises of fear coming from my mouth.
Oh,
so.
yes, there was.
Definitely you need a button for that on your stream deck.
Yes. Skinslip
For just,
scared
like-
noises.
No, I was going to say, for a Skinslip stream,
Yeah.
when she's streaming it, just when you get really, really scared, just push that button and you stare at the camera and you just have internal screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be good. But,
I can do that.
It was a lot of fun. So, yeah, it was fun putting them together, and I forgot just how much fun we had playing it, so I maybe want to play it again. And it's like, well,
next Saturday?
It's like we got 19 episodes. We could have more. There's a lot of days between September, October, and November. So,
And also, that means we can do it like Saturday or for SNI or something, or after SNI.
yeah.
Before SNI.
We can't do after because of the noise.
Right. Yeah. I figured it out.
Well, we could, or I mean, anytime during the week too. I mean, it just needs to be like during the day. So if we did like, I think last time we would do like roughly 4-hour stretches, 4 or 5 hours. That's all our hearts could take. And then, I'd get like 5 episodes out of that. So basically, each mission was an episode, basically.
All right, downloading the update for Phasmophobia.
Excellent. I should do the same. Actually, I'll do that too.
Any DLC?
I will do it. Don't mind you. Don't worry. But boy, my internet's been lately. It's like, no, I'm not downloading anything right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Fair enough.
Like I'll download the episode in spirit.
Get it?
Later.
Spirit.
Time.
That's the joke.
Oh, that's the joke.
Yarp.
I'm just in the process of doing the thumbnails for them. It's hard to get thumbnails because everything's so dark. So I'm trying to get moments where we actually see the ghost or something, and I can get a spooky silhouette or something.
Of course, if you're around, Eric, we would love to have you play too.
Absolutely.
And that goes for any of our other regulars too.
Where the
Honestly,
hell-
also. Like any of our regular Fortniters, if you have it too, and we need a fourth, you'll
Where
be
is
the
it?
first one to be drafted. So, do note you may want to pick it up yourselves. Spaz with
Oh,
a
there it
PH.
is. Oh, I guess I already have it installed. Okay, update queued. Yeah, update. Go.
You would.
I had it installed too because I, been waiting for you to say, "Let's play it." I'm like, yes.
Let me see
I'm
where
ready.
the... I don't have... Where the fuck is the icon? Oh, I'll go get it.
Quick, everyone look at his desktop.
Where's the porn? Where's the porn?
the porn? Yeah. The porn is very well hidden.
Mine's not hard to
I mean,
find.
there isn't any.
I mean,
Is it a folder called
very
porn?
few.
Oh, wait, we're not supposed to admit that? There isn't any.
Those are very few things of porn I download is definitely very well hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very well hidden.
Mine's totally just not in my download folder.
When I move him with Stoud, I will show him where it is so that when I die, he can quickly delete my porn folder before anyone shows up to find me.
Yeah.
That is the rule. That's what a good friend does.
Yes.
Does not report you dead until he's gotten your porn out of your room, so
That's
that no one finds out your weird fucking kinks.
That's right.
And you get to inherit that porn box. So.
Yeah, it's like, wow, look at all this porn.
I've
Score.
discovered over the years the best way to hide your porn is to hide it by just calling it what it is. Don't put it in a folder called porn.
Yeah.
Just give it a title. It looks like anything else, you
Yeah.
know? They won't bat an eye at something that's,
Some Windows.
Mine's like named like
folder
something like
name or
random
something.
stuff as an
Yeah.
example. Because it's and
I don't-
when you look at it, there's like a bunch of exe files that are like programs I've downloaded, so it looks like just any other folder.
There we go.
It's like
But there's also porn. in
I
this
could literally go live and have just my section of folders on screen live, leave it there,
Oh, this
and
is a-
no one would be able to tell which one was the porn folder.
This is a.
Even though they are literally called what the porn is.
Yeah. There's.
Speaking of
quite a-
porn,
quite
look
a
what
big
I got.
update.
Very nice.
So I can't. Hold on. What? What was it?
Duracell, giant Duracells.
Wow. They flesh?
Lantern.
Are they
LED
fleshlights?
Ah,
Ah.
this
They
is
just keep
basically-
going and going.
It's
and
basically my only
Oh,
pickup
God.
this week. I didn't get
Sorry,
any
those are
fucking
Energizers.
Blu-rays, so.
Nah, I didn't get anything either. No money.
But I'm
So I'll
trying
gotta
to
go to
keep
Bill's
it
right
to, like adult things and bills. Yeah.
All my stuff
is
is
the
pre-ordered
one
stuff
cool
from last month that I pre-ordered for this month. I'd already paid for last month because of Vinegar Syndrome. So I didn't buy anything new. It just shit that I already had. And these my friend made and sent me. These are hair clips. And she also made this cool cat toy, which is a bucket from Carrie.
Oh, okay.
And
That's
then-
cool. Yeah.
And then she also made a planchette full of cat, like a Ouija board planchette full of
Mhm.
catnip. So it's pretty cute.
So, as always, we are in the middle of the weekly Mega Marathon Madness. So, any donations that come in during SNI will go towards tomorrow's additional hours. We got 2 hours in the queue so far, one of which is carried over from just today's base 8 hours. And then we got a bonus hour, thanks to a couple people earlier. So, yeah.
If anybody would be kind enough, Sean would really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, Michael got a really good deal on that camera set. It was damaged. The box.
Oh,
was,
yeah,
but, like,
yeah. Especially considering how out of print and
It's
unobtainable it is.
Yeah, and it's just the outside box, like the
Yeah.
slip box. The hard books are all fine.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
got a good deal.
Yeah, I saw it.
I would have bought
The
that.
spine's
I
a
would have bought
little-
that if they didn't have it.
The
Like
spine's
that's-
a little chewed up, but I mean, as long as the contents are fine.
Yeah, looks like someone just
Oh,
whacked
cool.
it, dropped it, and I'm like fuck, like.
So you can charge this either with USB or by battery. That's cool.
I was gonna say, you buy these Duracell lanterns and you put Energizer batteries in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but good batteries in it. Duh.
Oh, shots fired.
Where's the lie? Point it out.
It doesn't
No,
exist.
You're literally that picture.
It's like the limit.
Where's the
tell
lie?
me I'm wrong. With the guy with the copy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tell me I'm wrong.
There you go.
So I got these because we experience fairly frequent power outages here.
Like blackouts.
I would say like during the summer, later summer especially, and then during the fall and winter.
Yeah.
I'd say we have like probably 6 to 10 power outages a year, which isn't a whole heck of a lot, but
Well, it's enough.
when it happens, it takes us for fucking ever to get the power back on. And I'm really tired of the shitty flashlight that I have, so...
Are you tired of pooping in the dark?
Well, there's that, too.
So that's always what bothers me. It's like, I can't poop in the dark. Have you ever tried to poop in pitch blackness? It's hard. You're like...
Oh,
what's going on?
Well,
being in pitch
at
black.
least I prefer to poop by candlelight.
yes.
Yeah, until you start a fire while trying to you're still shitting your guts out, and you're like, no, it's like you get to get the fire and you leave a trail of poop. You got the fire in your hands, put it out, you slip, you fall. The fire spreads to your poop. You're engulfed in flames.
Flaming poop everywhere. Actually, no, because we've had a few power outages here, as you guys know, some of which have lasted for days, like in the harsher weather.
Live Northwest, man. It's
so actually, that's what I use is candles. I have I bought like literally 200 tea lights, and I have a couple of reflective circular. It's like foil on one side, cardboard on the other. It's from like old Chinese food containers. They're clean, right? They're all sterile. So I use those. So I put the tea, like about 6 tea lights around the edge of one, and then it helps to reflect the light up from the foil. So I'll usually put one in the dining room, one in the living room, and then one in the bathroom, and then I'll just have tea lights going, and that's that. It works pretty well. It's kind of, I feel like a classy motherfucker in the old world.
I mean, look up on YouTube wax fires. They're not easy to put out. It's not like you stomp on it. Like it's like fucking, it burns. Like it like catches fire.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, but I like candles.
I do too. I like for regular candles and tea lights personally.
It's a nice. Well, I use the tea lights because I don't need a candle holder for them. So.
Fair.
You know. They have.
I got this candle. I got this really cool candle holder with 8 candles. I can't remember how many it was.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. See, if I had something like that, they could hold a bunch of candles. Then I just get regular candles. I should probably get some of those. Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it came with weird blue packaging, blue
just
and white packaging.
Need a sufficiently wide base.
It's a menorah. I'm making a joke anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
I have a menorah, but it's because I was married to a Jewish
dreidel. I made it out of clay.
The menorah was a gift to me, so. But yeah, I have a menorah and
that's
candles,
cool.
and like it's a full size.
That's like 12 or 13 or something, isn't it? Candles.
Whatever.
Like,
I don't remember. I never actually opened it because I don't have like.
Enough
I just
candles.
haven't had to use it yet. No, they're just stored away. I don't have anywhere to put it. You know. I'm not acting Jewish faith. It's just it's a gift to me, and it means something to me. You know, that's all. It's a meaningful gift from a friend because I was dating a Jewish person, and we did not have a menorah at the time, and she did not want it when we parted. So. It's mine.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel.
Well, what do you know? There are already wildfires in Los Angeles.
Wow.
It is that season. It is fire
already?
season. Yep.
It's still like raining like crazy here.
May 15th.
Not every day, but
It
frequently.
got pretty hot here today. Not
Did it?
super hot, but it was like hotter outside than it was inside, kind of thing. It said it was only 76, and I'm like, bitch, this is 80 for sure. I'm sorry.
Feels like 80
Definitely
because
80.
of this pavement, right?
Mm-hmm. Just crack an egg on the pavement, and if it's cooked in a minute or two, then you'll know. And then eat the egg.
Check what it says.
Well, maybe pick all the bits of dirt off it first.
What a fantastic lie. It says I only got to 74. Yeah, fuck you.
What did we get to today?
Lies, all lies.
I don't know, but I like the gaming shows a lot. It's one of my favorites.
Splatterhouse? Yeah, the old
Yeah.
good
yeah.
one. Not the
All the
crappy
old good
remake.
ones. The crappy remake. Oh, with the generic music. I'm so sad.
Yeah, all of which got flagged, by the way. The generic licensed music.
By some jackass who made boring ass metal. He made heavy metal boring. How do you do that? Like, fuck.
It takes effort.
Yeah. It made me, like, I was so sick of that game after rage quitting it. Like, it's like, it comes with the original 3, too. Yeah, I don't fucking care at this point. I'm so done with this.
It's so much easier just to download a ROM and fucking play it like that. Because fuck that noise.
Well, no,
you
don't have. I don't think you have to unlock it or anything. It's just included. But
I thought it got unlocked when you beat the game. I'm like, fuck that. I'll just download a fucking ROM at that point.
I was gonna say, I modded my Genesis Mini.
Your little Genesis, nice.
To put all 3 original Splatterhouse games on there.
Nice.
So that's 3.
I saw that.
Very
What's on the screen this week, Eric?
I think the Metal Slug and the Dragon Slayer are going to be consistent mainstays because
just
reasons.
kind of bordering
Fuck
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because one, also because I can't put anything else on this one.
Yeah, well, true.
And I don't want to.
Well,
So
no, of course not.
I mean,
That would be
this one gets
blasphemy.
made, actually. I'll tell you about
And it has the added benefit of making Sean jealous.
Mhm.
So,
that too.
every time he sees it, he's like,
One day I will be rich and I will buy all of the Dragon's Lair things. That day is just not today.
Like I said, I'm just waiting for the pre-orders to go up for the Arcade 1-Up 4-foot tall Dragon's Lair cabinet.
That is.
God.
Oh, right. And it has all 3, right? It's got Space
It has
Ace, Dragon's
Dragon's
Lair,
Lair.
Dragon's Lair 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they have
Space Ace.
Yeah.
and
My
apparently, unbeknownst to Arcade 1-Up,
Mhm.
there are also apparently working on a Space Ace cabinet. So
Right.
like
that-
Space Ace more, you
Yeah.
can get it has the same 3 games, but you can
Same
get one
3
that's
games.
Steam.
Yeah, I would probably just go with the traditional Dragon's Lair cabinet myself. But
Yeah.
see, that's something I might actually consider getting. I'd find a fucking corner for it somewhere. But
Oh yeah, like I said, once you get it in your, even in a small apartment or anything
what
like
are
that,
they like?
They're not as big as they seem.
And what are they like? $300, something like that.
And here in the U.S., they're $399.
Oh, so it'd be like 500 here, probably.
Yeah.
Well, we'll say that's a definite maybe. We'll see how the finances are at the
Because
time.
of all the cabinets they've announced, I can't imagine you not having at least the Dragon's Lair one.
Yeah,
Right?
That's
It's one of those things
that's a
that if I had
buy
the
it
money,
now.
I'd make
like
sure
me,
Sean got it.
me
You
of
know?
all people. Yeah,
It's a buy it now and figure shit out later kind of thing.
yeah. Just live on rice for a bit. You'll be fine.
There you go.
Worth it.
I can only have rice and salt, but I got fucking Dragon's Lair, damn it.
That's right. Bread and water. I'm on the prison diet, but I got Dragon's Lair.
But there's Dragon's Lair in my prison cell. Damn it, fuck you.
That's right. Good times. I was gonna make food or something, but I know what food we have, and I don't feel like having any of it.
I thought you were gonna say, I know what it is, but yes, I certainly hope you do.
it's been all right, jail. Not great, but all right.
Prison diet? Dude, prisoners eat better than just rice. Trust me.
I have to say, I am impressed
good,
with.
but, yeah.
I'm impressed with Liz Cheney because
Who?
she got ousted by the Republicans this week
Oh.
for
Oh, yeah.
speaking out against Trump.
Yes.
And then right
You mean a
after
good
she
person?
got ousted, for doing that, she came out and did an interview. And in the interview, she's like, "Nah, still fuck Trump. Still."
I just love that. She got ousted for not being Republican enough.
Right? Like,
It's ridiculous.
I'm okay with this. You know, you want to split up the party? That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah. Well, it would be nice to have a Republican Party that actually holds the values of the Republican Party. again.
Yeah.
You know.
That's the bad part is I don't think a single
So.
damn person in the Republican Party who has power
It's totally
even
corrupt now.
knows the basis of the Republican Party.
It's a joke of its former self. Like it used to be
I mean,
actually a
what do you do with
respectable
a party
party,
which thinks that being empathetic is a bad thing?
Yeah.
What do you do with those kind of people? Like they think showing feelings and feeling bad for someone and being nice to somebody is a sign of weakness. Can you imagine how pathetic that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't
Like
understand.
that's just
Yeah.
You know, it's gotten bad when George W. Bush is not with them anymore. He's like,
Right.
I don't even recognize the Republican Party anymore.
Well, that's
it's
the
like,
thing. Yeah.
this is the guy who fucking started the Iraq War.
I know.
right.
What the fuck? He is
Military
the
profiteer,
most
and he's not
Republican
with
He's
them.
person
Republican
I've
as
ever
fuck.
fucking seen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
but he's like way more respectful and like it wasn't about tearing down the fucking
No.
system like Trump was. Like shit.
Well, yeah. Trump was just out for Trump, and that's
Yeah.
it. You know.
Oh, he's doing whatever Russian said because I'm sure he's getting fucking paid by them too.
Well, yeah.
But he idolizes rootin' tootin' Putin over there.
Oh, I know. what a
Rootin'
loser.
tootin' Putin.
Can you imagine islanding a dictator?
Dictators.
I feel the same way about Dennis Rodman, who goes to fucking North Korea and hangs out with the
North
dictator.
Korea.
Well,
Like, he's his
and
best friend. Yeah, he does.
apparently,
I know he does.
apparently he got lots of terrific advice that he heeded and put into action when he met with his buddy Kim Jong Un. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, oh wow, I really like what you're doing with North Korea here. Oh, let me give you some pointers on how you can do the same in the U.S.
He probably took that advice and drove the economy in the country to the fucking ground.
Yeah,
I was
Like-
gonna say when Dennis
I mean,
Rodman was there,
Got
people
half
were
a
asking
million
like
people killed.
they would look at
Yeah.
the pictures of like him
Yeah.
shaking hands with Kim Jong Un and just be like, "Does Dennis Rodman know where he even is?"
yeah.
No, yeah. It's interesting, but like Steven Seagal is like buddy with Putin. I don't watch
Yeah.
his movies anymore for a very good reason.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman
Whose
kind of
movies?
went off the get off his rocker a little bit.
I don't think he was ever in a rocker. Is the problem.
Right, like
He's always
I feel
been
like
like the edgy
perhaps
bad
early
boy.
on in his career, and then he started getting really edgy, and I didn't mind that. Right, like I thought he had a fucking awesome fashion sense back in the
Absolutely,
90s when he was doing the
bit of a
his
craft
movies
human,
and
but
doing,
you know,
you know,
whatever.
playing basketball alongside Michael fucking Jordan, right? You know, that's pretty fucking cool. But then randomly, after his career ends, he decides to go teach people how to play basketball in North Korea. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But then you see an interview with him talking about how great Kim Jong Un is and everything. It's like,
What? No, he's murdered people. He's literally had them eaten alive by dogs. I mean,
it's
like
but Dennis, the reason that you went there to teach people how to play basketball is because nobody knows how to do anything there because they're
Yeah.
poor and destitute and fucking.
yeah. Let's not make judgments on people we don't know very well. But considering it's hard to get anything out of North Korea that
I've
isn't.
watched a lot of documentaries about it, but there's
I
only
mean,
so
I'm
much
just saying.
Well, we're
documentary
talking.
to show.
Well, no, it's not anything to do with people. It's to do with the state of the
Yeah.
society over
Yeah.
there. It's broken. It shows that dictatorships are bad. The people suffer.
Obviously.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's an entire country that's completely brainwashed. That could have been the U.S. if Trump had stayed in power.
I mean, it is the U.S. It's only half of us, though.
well, it is, but and look how fast that happened. Look how fast that happened. That is fucking scary.
Just think if there's someone who had more ambition than Trump.
So if they had more time,
I mean, think how
how
someone
much
who's more ambitious than Trump could have really done a lot of damage.
how much more complete would that have been if he had won a second term?
And you know, not even that. Like
You know.
Trump just wanted money. Like he's just being
Yeah.
greedy. But like
Yeah, I know.
someone who actually wanted to be a dictator could cause some real big bad damage to the system, like very easily in a very short amount of time. And Trump showed that.
Well, yeah, and it's going to take so long to repair that damage, if it can even be fully repaired. I weep for my American brothers and sisters.
I weep for my trans brothers and sisters and siblings. My trans siblings.
Well,
Excuse me.
that's all. All brothers
I
and
wish
sisters.
for everyone in the proletariat, especially the ones who don't realize that they're being fucked over.
Yeah.
Rise up, workers of the world! Unite and destroy the fucking...
Hey, okay, all right. Calm the fuck down now. Jesus Christ.
Destroy the
Holy crap.
patriarchy. Stick
So
it
yes,
to
that.
the
We should definitely do
man.
that.
Check there, buddy.
Stick
Destroy
it
the
to the
patriarchy
man.
for sure. Absolutely. Run sexism out of the system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice.
Wouldn't
Just
you
that
though?
alone would be nice, yeah.
We lost so many people talking about fucking politics.
Did we?
Great. Yeah.
No, we didn't.
We were at like 35.
Actually,
Oh.
well,
So 5
Now we're
people.
like 28.
24.
We're at
Oh,
30.
I have 7 people. I have
30.
28.
I have 30 on both Streamlabs
No
and
big
the
deal.
screen.
No big deal. The actual
I
show
know.
starts.
That's
Soon.
why we talk about this stuff in the pre-show. If you don't like the political
Yeah.
chat, don't watch the pre-show. There you go. That's
Well, it's pre-com,
That's where I
pre-show.
just let Skinslip and Stoudman blow their politics load so that it doesn't sour the regular show, you know.
That's why I fucking showed everybody my fucking lanterns. Because, like, I'm not going to show that during Saturday InSaNiTy. Oh,
Kinda-
the insanity of lanterns. Woo.
You're not Cass showing us his 5 fucking
Cass showed his buckets or his trash bins, so
buckets.
You know.
His buckets.
I got
Oh,
some
so
buckets.
Oh, I also got a USB sound card so that now I can hear you guys in fabulous stereo sound.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Gonna do-
Notice you haven't had a lot of internet issues, knock on wood.
I
You're doing
have.
okay.
I have.
Today? No, you've been
Not
pretty
today,
stable.
no, but
That's what I'm talking about. Today, you've been pretty stable.
I'm talking about this week, though. This week has been fucking terrible. But I think I figured out what it was. So I found out that apparently every single day, sometime in the afternoon, my sister-in-law used to reset the modem every single day, which would, help it perform better, right?
Mhm.
And that's probably why I rarely had any issues with the internet before. I still had some issues every now and then, but it wasn't as bad as like literally every single day at the same fucking time, like what I'm experiencing now, right? And when I found out, oh, she was doing that every single day, she's not living here anymore, so she's not doing that anymore. And when she moved out, that's exactly the same time that the internet started fucking up.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, that's what it is.
So it was
Nobody's
resetting
gonna
the router.
reset the fucking modem. Yeah.
Needing to reset the router.
Need to reset it
Ninth
apparently
one.
every single day just to keep it working all right.
Oh my god.
All right, here we are.
Awful.
Was the 7th? What was the 7th? That was a Friday. We talked about
It's not that awful. All you got to do is fucking
What are you looking for?
do it on my phone.
I was trying to find out where the new movies of the week started so I can decide what me and Justin are going to talk
Oh,
about.
I see.
We're definitely going to talk about Punisher 89, the extended cut, the Go Black work print, I should
I
say.
thought you watched that a while ago.
The Go Black work print? No.
Oh, okay.
We've both seen the movie, but not this version.
Yeah.
Okay.
We both bought the Blu-rays a while ago. We just finally got around to it.
Okay. I just remember you mentioning that not too long ago.
That was an S9 when we did pickups, probably.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing okay there, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, big yawn, that's all.
Big yawn from a big man.
I've been up
That's just it.
longer than
He's doing
I
expel a lot
think
of air.
Everyone in this room. I think.
The thing is, for whatever reason, when you're a bigger guy, a fat guy like me, you tend to yawn a little bit more. I don't know why, what it is, but just yawn more.
What
Yeah, like that.
are you talking about?
What do you mean?
So it's Scooby and the gang at an Arctic research outpost. Okay, gang, keep your eyes peeled. There hasn't been any communication from this outpost for a while now.
God.
Oh, wait, there's a dog coming towards us. Scooby, go see if he's friendly.
I
we all get the reference there. Yeah.
I need one of those, but it's LV249.
Or
They're sent to
426.
investigate the eggs.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, it looks like a big egg room.
426. LV 426.
LV246.
426.
Yeah, 426. That's what I said.
You said 429.
Did she?
426. Pretty sure I said LV246.
You said 429. 110% accurate.
Chat. What did I say?
She said
Chat,
LV
I
429.
was listening.
Mm-hmm. Hey, people say I said L429.
Why don't you just believe me? I'm not making shit up. Why do you have to have proof?
Because I said L4.
You did not. You said LV 429, and it's
That's why
on
we need
video.
Because you won't believe me.
Do you need me to go and make the clip right now? Jesus Christ!
No, I just need someone in the chat to reply.
Because you don't believe me.
You never
It's
believe
not
me,
about
so.
that. It's that she's convinced
Chat,
that
there's 32 of you. Somebody. Was anybody paying
I heard
attention?
nothing.
Is anybody even listening to anything we're saying?
Nope, sorry.
Nope.
I hate
No
you
one
all.
gives a shit. Got it.
Alright, I'm making the clip. I'll be back in a moment. Clearly,
I'm
this
gonna
needs
make
to
the
be
clip.
proven.
Apparently, we have 32 Colonel Schultz here in the room.
Actually, I don't need to make the clip. Just listen to the audio. Here we go. Hold on.
Well, she did say 249. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Folder.
Oh,
I
believe
said- my
Stoud
brain
doesn't
said
believe
LV246.
me.
Go live.
My
Yeah.
brain said
Well, that's
246.
because I actually saw it.
426.
I know, but
Sorry,
I'm
dude.
telling you what we heard you say,
My-
not what you
my
heard
brain
yourself
says a lot
say
of
in
things,
your
but-
broken brain.
Confirmation.
Don't be rude.
Just wanted
I'm not being
confirmation.
rude. I'm just explaining. Now.
I was gonna say my brain says a lot of things. I just choose to not make it vocal half the time because it could be a dick sometimes.
Well, that's what adults do.
Mm-hmm.
They choose not to say certain things.
Adults,
Yes.
1% evil, 99% hot gas.
True.
Not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
If you get that reference, oh man.
Hey, there are Zoomers who probably get that. reference.
Why do you feel guilty about why,
Depends
like
on
in the
how old
movie
it is.
JL?
What? Why do you keep
You
using the
said
term
that-
guilty pleasure?
What do you feel guilty about? Explain. No. Maybe he does feel guilty. Let's explain. Maybe we
Because-
can reassure him.
People don't like it because it's just not a very good film. I mean,
Shit.
we like a lot of films that aren't very good.
I'm not a fan of it, but Sean's a fan of it, so it's like, what's wrong with it?
A Batman and Robin? God, no.
Yeah,
I am not
I
a
was
fan of that.
I know. That's the point. Just, it's
It
bad.
is
You should
bad,
feel
but some people enjoy movies.
What's wrong
like
with you?
bad
Enjoy
movies.
what you like, dude. Don't feel guilty ever.
Don't
Yeah,
feel
I saw
guilty.
movies that was cheesy.
Chill
as fuck,
out.
and I loved it. It
Let's
was
not get
called-
into a discussion about Batman and Robin for the 8 billionth time, please, Jail. We know you
But-
like it because you just like
I-
everything. So
Okay.
I'm
you know.
saying that you should never, ever have to feel guilty for liking a movie.
Well, yeah,
Well,
no, it's
Just like
the
it.
term guilty pleasure is a fallacy, and we cover this all the
Hate it.
time. It's like if you like it, you like
Hate
it.
it.
Don't feel guilty about
Hate
it.
it.
Just
But
like
you
it.
guys asked
Like what you
JL
like.
You guys asked JL for clarification about why he felt it was a guilty pleasure.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
sorry, Skinslip
You
did.
immediately were
I
like,
didn't
you
care.
immediately were like, stop talking about it. Like,
Yeah, he did.
you
Yeah,
really
no, that was
asked him.
yeah, no, that's my bad. I didn't want to hear the
wanted-
explanation.
Well, I wasn't going to go into a big discussion. I wanted to know why he felt he should feel guilty about it. I'm like,
Oh,
don't
why you should feel
about it.
guilty about it?
Yeah, why
that's-
do you think you should feel
that
guilty
was the
about
question,
it? Like,
not
yeah,
what do you like about it and stuff.
yeah, exactly.
We don't care what you like about it. Just why do you feel guilty about liking it? What you like is, that's your own reasons. And they are all valid.
Did you guys see that thing from the New York Post? The stupidest fuck thing from the New York Post the other day?
No, I don't.
No.
Look at, oh, is that horror thing about how we're
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
deviant.
that. Yeah.
And I was like, and
Yeah.
like whatever.
Where was it? Where did you
Read
post
that
it,
shit,
Stout?
Stoud.
Yeah, where was
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
I'm
Stoud,
trying to
Sean.
find it now. I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, I'll get you. I'll get it for you.
Okay, hold on. I can find it here.
I mean, I can easily
Oh, I
find it.
found it. I found it.
Okay.
Do you
I
want
mean,
me,
it's,
do you want me
We
to
all
read
found it at the same
Okay.
time.
it? All right. So, it's just the significant part of it, and not because their bow ties were too tight. That's the first line in the clip. But fans of these films, whom I so look forward to hearing from, are depraved lunatics who should not be allowed near animals or most other living things. Their arguments in favor of the genre's most egregious titles. They harness the beauty in the grotesque. They expose the animalistic underbelly of humanity, are total BS. These so-called movies are completely and utterly worthless and barely deserve to exist on the periphery of cinema. Talk about horror
You-
movies.
Yeah,
Can you
it's-
imagine being such a shallow and vapid person to think that horror has
Oh, I
nothing
know.
to say or give you
It's
or
ridiculous.
or contribute? God, word.
I can because I remember being in school and having
Yep.
a fucking a teacher like in a level 300 class, which is like
Year
it's
3.
the bachelor level
Mhm.
fucking class.
Mm-hmm.
About a criticism class, no less. It's
Oh my God, really?
It wasn't it was. I think it was a film criticism class, and this teacher told me, "We don't really deal. We're not going to be watching any horror movies. Let's just say they're all B movies and get on with it." And I'm like,
Wow, that's wrong.
I'd be like, okay. I would be like, and my first thing I would do
Okay.
the first time they'd be
What?
like, he would like do an essay or whatever. I would literally beeline my essay and just do a big fucking diatribe about how Night of the Living Dead is about racism,
Yeah.
about so and so is about this, and so is about that,
Oh,
and there's
subtext.
subtext here and
Yeah.
subtext, and just fucking rip them and like, here you go. Here's
Yeah.
my essay, 15 pages of
Mhm.
me not doing it. Anything you ask me to, but definitely give me something to read. While you're fucking wrong.
that was the
Mhm.
that was the class where I helped to write. I wrote about 9 or 10 pages of a 24-page paper on Vertigo. That was
Yeah.
that class.
My teacher was said that like the same thing about horror films and sci-fi films. So I did a fucking 20-page essay on Godzilla and its meaning for both the Japanese people and the American people
Oh,
and the
yeah.
symbolism of imperialism.
The first one
nuclear power.
especially, yeah. The
And I
original.
went. I still have that essay on my cloud storage.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It's like, fuck
Well,
you. I got an A+ in that because I
and-
fucking
and-
proved them wrong.
And you know, most film fans and film critics alike will agree that the original 1954 Godzilla is a brilliant allegory for so many things.
And also a terrifying film.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Wow.
can't even imagine having that monster walk through your town and the water's contaminated, the food's contaminated, the people are dying. There's these weird insects running around. They're like 10
Yeah.
feet long because they're parasites on Godzilla, and Godzilla's giant, so parasites are giant. Like the
So-
ecological ramifications of Godzilla just walking through your neighborhood is insane.
So, lots of interesting responses to that, one of which was from the reanimator himself, Jeffrey Combs, who
Oh, yeah,
says, good thing they look forward to hearing from horror fans because they definitely will hear from them. Also, the New York Post is a rag of a newspaper, so there's that.
Yep.
The New York Post, I believe that was the fucking magazine or newspaper that
The rag.
the rag, yes, that Rupert Murdoch started his empire with. Yeah,
Was
Yeah.
it?
Rupert Murdoch.
Is that one of his?
think so.
Oh,
I
God.
think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's one of his bullshit.
Great.
And they are very
that
well
makes
known
sense,
not only
then.
for having I'm not going to get too political, but for not only for having a right wing bias, but also for
Mm-hmm.
posting shit that is very close to tabloid.
Yeah.
Yeah, very tabloid. I would say it's an exceedingly tabloid
It
newspaper.
looks very tabloid.
Except they're like a
From-
Daily Mail.
Look at the
if you wanna-
fucking logo. That's like a
Yeah.
tacky tabloid logo, you know?
I know,
Weekly
right?
World News.
They
It looks like
kind of
the website looks like the old TMZ website. Okay, like it really does.
Oh,
The red and
God.
white, it looks that's exactly what TMZ used to look like 10 years ago when they first started their website.
Which is
They have
crazy
different color
because
schemes.
TMZ is now actually somewhat reputable.
They're better. They're more reputable than New York Post.
Right?
Wow.
It's fucking insane.
That's the scary part. And
Yeah.
most of those people are fucking rats. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, fuck, like they're still reporting more valid news than the New York Post.
Yeah.
My response to it was, it doesn't shock me anymore that stupid people who have no business criticizing anything are given these roles.
Yeah.
You can explain to this person how horror literally informed every other film genre throughout history, and they wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've already made. This is something a mindset we see all too often now, is people come in with preconceived notions, have already made up their mind about something, and no matter what kind of facts or counter information they're presented with, they will never ever budge on their position. They'll just double
Well,
down.
I mean, there's a chance that they had a teacher like I did who told them that fucking horror movies are B movies and not to
If
make
you
it
are
weird.
so, if you're so susceptible that someone just tells you the whole genre of movies aren't worth watching,
Mm-hmm.
and you believe it without checking for yourself
Yeah.
and having your own opinion, you are not worthy to be a critic. You have failed to be a critic.
Yeah. 'Cause
If you're
not
making
open
judgments
to
on the people
anything.
who, if you're making judgments on the people who are watching movies, you are not a critic.
Mm-hmm.
You're just a whiner on a soapbox.
I'll
taking
go
up
a step
space.
further. I'd say if there are certain films you're not willing to sit through because you think they're beneath you, then you're
You're
not
not a
worthy to be a critic. Because
Nope.
part of the fucking job, as I discovered early on when I was doing it that fucking a decade ago, right?
So we
Part of
all
the
were
fucking
actually.
job is
Yeah.
you have to fucking watch the shit too. The
And you
shit
gotta make it
provides
sound good.
definition to the good stuff.
And you got to talk about it honestly and talk it up if you can, if it's good enough. If it's not good enough, you talk about why it's not good enough. But like,
Yeah.
you got to talk about it properly, you know.
Yep.
This one's gonna see.
Ah,
so you're gonna see
was it
I
the
don't
review of
think anybody's
Spiral?
seen it.
Was that the one?
I think so.
I think I found the actual full review here.
Oh, are we gonna read this fucking tripe?
Oh God.
This is gonna be full tripe.
Oh yeah,
in
it
case
is.
anyone's curious.
This is the one. Yeah. Oh my God! He even has a picture from Get Out. He's lumping it in like with this opinion.
all
What the
horror films.
fuck?
Oh,
All horror films, you said.
all horror films.
Jeez.
All
Okay.
horror films.
All right, here we go. Spiral signals the death of torture porn. Good riddance. All right. Yeah, I just like to say, by the way, I've always hated that term, torture porn, because, like, yeah, I don't get that.
It's
So-
incorrectly applied to a lot of movies. There is, in fact, torture porn. where
Yeah,
it's
well,
just
yeah,
like,
there is, where it's just deaths and gore and
It's
stuff.
just like there's a
Yeah.
lot of shot and video gore hound films that are
Yeah,
just
that stuff
senseless
is
gore. That's
basically,
horror porn.
yeah,
Saw's not horror
hate
porn.
that shit.
Saw
I also
does
hate that.
Saw toes the line
yeah,
because the focus is the human misery.
yeah.
But it's not quite full.
Well, and it's
horror
also
porn.
got a pretty decent ongoing
story.
story, which
Yeah.
continues
more
to
to it
build
than
on
that. Exactly.
itself. So
That's exactly the difference between
Yeah.
torture porn and say Saw. Saw has a story, and a lot of the torture porn,
does it?
like flowering guts of a beautiful woman, like
Yeah.
what's
Well,
happening in this movie?
classic example, the Guinea Pig series,
Guinea pig
the
series.
Japanese series.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Those are just like art films that this guy made. And
Yeah,
he just-
essentially just
yeah.
of
Yeah.
body horror and stuff.
exactly.
But
They're good, by the way. The original series, not the American.
that's what I've heard. Yeah, I had the
I haven't seen the American
opportunity
ones,
to
I can't.
get a box set of the DVDs of the whole series. And
Oh, I bet you regret that.
really cheap, and yeah, I definitely regret it because I've heard nothing but good things about it ever since.
I wish
so.
I had that set. And
I have one thing to interject with. I bet you anything this motherfucker who wrote this thinks Audition is torture porn. I bet you
Probably.
anything.
Oh, he would never
Audition
deign
is
to
torture.
watch something like Audition. What?
So this
Trash.
is okay. So this is Johnny
So good.
Oleksinski. Wow, Johnny Oleksinski, and he seems to be their
Johnny
resident.
full of shit ski. Got it.
Their resident movie reviewer. Okay, so says Chris Rock stars in the 9th film in the Saw franchise. Just picture Chris Rock in the movie called Spiral, which goes easier on the gore and brutality. So it's okay. It's less gory and brutal than the others, and you still are lumping it in with all the others. Anyway, I found myself in a strange place Wednesday night at a movie theater watching the 9th film in the Saw franchise. Generally speaking, after the 4th or 5th entry in an appalling, disgusting, empty-headed horror series, there was no point in reviewing them anymore. You saw one, you saw them all. Well, that's actually completely incorrect in every conceivable way. Yeah.
So wrong.
Anyway, but the new film, called Spiral, was intriguing. It stars funny man Chris Rock and actor Samuel L. Jackson. And director...
funny man? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. And director... Yeah, it is. He's already saying, like, look, a funny guy, a comedian did this, so you can't take it seriously.
Actor.
Yeah.
Go watch his fucking movies.
I know.
He's
great.
Really great.
Anyway. And director Darren Lynn Bousman said in an interview that this film will be less focused on violence and gore. How is that possible? In Saw 3, a man was drowned in liquefied, rotted pig carcasses. Where George A. Romero was trying to reflect social ills in Night of the Living Dead, Saw was putting Porky in a blender. Yes, because that was the entire focus of that film, was the pig guts. Totally.
Right, because there's no subtext at all in that movie.
No. However, save for some on-brand icky scenes, I won't describe...
Icky scenes?
I won't...
Icky scenes?
Okay, excuse me.
Sorry.
I won't describe things that are kind of spoilers for, horror moments or whatever.
Icky scenes.
Blah, 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 blah.
Child.
Spiral is indeed more restrained and considerate than previous installments. It comes off as a police procedural drama rather than the same old nauseating mutilation fest.
That makes me interested in seeing it, actually.
Yeah. Well, I want to see it anyway because I like the whole series. Does that mean... Yeah, I still see that one too. Does that mean the so-called torture porn movie genre is near death? I hope so. Let's strap it in a chair and torment it a bit. How clever. Back in 2004, the movie Saw took the gory splatter genre, amped up the gruesome imagery, and turned it into box office gold, earning $103 million worldwide. That abomination ushered in a string of copycat crap. Okay, I'm sorry.
Crap?
Even if you don't like the sequels, I'm sure most people will agree the first movie is a really solid, tight, claustrophobic horror movie.
Most people like the first 3 movies universally.
Yeah. It's good.
Terry Elvis could do really good horror.
Chris Rock's an amazing actor. I fight anybody who says otherwise.
2005 gave us Hostel. Woman's eyes get blowtorched. And the devil.
Oh my God!
And the devil's.
Hostel is
Let me speak.
Fucking...
God.
Oh my God!
And the devil's rejects. Man sexually humiliates a woman and spoons with a corpse. The human centipede. I dare not describe it. Yeah, followed in 2009. These are all exactly the same.
You've never seen Human Centipede. Oh my God! The Hostel and the Devil's Rejects both are rife with amazing subjects about our American culture. Specifically, how we, Hostel is about how we avail ourselves in public in other countries.
Yeah.
How we come off and how we are self-centered and and most are greedy and it's all about that. And the people who are all that get punished. That's what the fucking movie's about.
Correct. Yeah.
That's it.
Hostel is fantastic. I haven't seen the second one, but
it's so good.
Yeah, I have both of them.
I love the second one.
Yeah, I really liked the first one. I watched it a few times actually.
And what was the other movie? Oh, Devil's Rejects is all about the media and how it affects extreme violence in other people because they're trying to become notoriety. There's notoriety to that, and there's a whole thing about media and culture. I could probably teach a whole class on Devil's Rejects. Jesus. Anyway,
and I don't know how he's calling all that torture porn. It's like people throw this term around and they literally have no idea what it actually is or what it means.
None of those were torture porn, by the way, in case anyone's curious.
No, they're not.
We talked about some extreme scenes in a movie with stories and plots.
Well, because it's like they seem to think that if a movie has gory torture scenes in it, that makes it torture porn. No, that's not what it is.
Might be kind of referencing torture porn.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
I think Saw is definitely referencing torture porn, absolutely.
Yeah, it can be referencing
by
it,
that stuff.
But it in and of itself is not torture porn, I don't think. And same with
got
Hostel,
great
which I think is also referencing it, but is not in and of
because
itself.
The whole point of torture porn is the gore is what's driving the story, not the story who's driving the gore like most horror movies.
Well, Saw and Hostel have the story driving everything.
Once again, there's nothing wrong with torture porn. It's a valid form of entertainment.
Yeah.
I don't really
If you're-
particularly like it, but I don't hate
No,
it.
I like there to be a story.
I
But
hate it.
It's
I
fine.
mean, if anything, I would watch something like that to admire the effects work. Essentially,
Yeah, it's like for me, it's like watching a magic trick. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, how
If
did they
you
do
fool
that?
me, you did a really good magic trick.
Because
you know?
I've seen some like clips from some of those movies, and I'm like, how the fuck did they do that?
Right?
Like starting with like a real girl, and then obviously like cutting a dummy in half or something, but it's seamless.
Or CGI to some extent. but,
Yeah,
like,
it's just
It's-
seamless, and it looks real, and
and
it
that's-
isn't.
I get enthralled by that stuff. Like
Yeah,
Penn and Teller, they do a bullet catch that's like, how do they do? Like I know
Yeah.
how a normal bullet catch in Magic's done. So like
yeah,
how
yeah.
it's impressive as fuck, and I
So-
love when someone does that and convinces me.
So carrying on here, that same year, Danish provocateur Lars von Trier attempted to make torture porn into art with the despicable Antichrist. Male Anatomy Meets a Couple Blocks of Wood, starring Willem Dafoe and Charlotte Gainsbourg. When it premiered at Cannes, 4 audience members reportedly fainted, and not because their bow ties were too tight. Oh, that's where that line comes in. Okay.
Yeah.
So, just to put it all
What a
in
dumb line.
context, fans of these
This
films, whom I so look forward to hearing from, are depraved lunatics who should not be allowed near animals or most other living things. Their arguments in favor of the genre's most egregious titles. They harness the beauty and the grotesque. They expose the animalistic underbelly of humanity. Are total BS. These so-called movies are completely and utterly worthless and barely deserve to exist on the periphery of cinema. Thank God, filmmakers appear to be easing up with them. The horror genre has become much smarter in the past decade, with films such as Jordan Peele's Get Out and John Krasinski's A Quiet Place earning Oscar nominations and having a strong point of view beyond that of a murderous psychopath with a bucket of needles. Hollywood has also been remaking old films, It, Halloween, Candyman, and infusing them with modern energy and relevance.
One of those is a readaptation of a book.
Correct.
But okay.
That's another thing.
The others are remakes.
The term remake gets tossed around far too loosely.
Yep. Very loosely.
They're making more money than Saw ever did. It made $700 million worldwide. Get Out made $255 million, and A Quiet Place took in $340 million. Huh. Maybe that's because nobody's spinal cord was severed by razor blades in those.
Oh my God.
It just goes to show you the viewers will no longer tolerate hours of unbearable cruelty with no aim other than sickening its audience. Now we have social media for that. Yes, which is how we discovered this lovely
Thanks,
article
Armand
of
White
bullshit.
Jr.
Um,
Fuck's sakes. This guy.
yeah, and here's the other thing you have to understand. Saw Spiral was released theatrically in the middle of a pandemic. So, yeah, the box office probably isn't going to be boffo right now.
Yeah.
So
So
to
the
get
rentals gonna be great though.
get a more accurate take, look at the rentals. Look at how many people stream it. Look how many people buy the Blu-ray.
I guarantee you, this stuff shirt doesn't think that direct-to-video or video-on-demand movies only deserve any kind of attention.
Oh,
'cause they're not
probably, yeah.
theatrical films. They're not real movies. That streaming tripe, he'll probably call it. How old is
Yeah.
this guy? He sounds like 60, 70, 80
He
maybe?
doesn't say. He looks like...
If he's a 30-year-old, I'd be fucking shocked. And
He looks like middle-aged.
he's going to pass judgment on me. I'm going to say he's probably a sexless fucking eunuch. Fuck him.
They don't actually
Not that
They don't
being
actually have
sexist is a problem.
photos of the
He's just a piece of
authors.
shit.
They just have like a drawing. So he looks maybe middle-aged, 40s or 50s. But
he's a dumb piece of shit. That's all I have to say about that.
so yeah, I
That's
mean,
my judgment on him for judging on me.
it's ridiculous. So where are the comments on this page? Do they not have a comment section?
Oh no.
No, I guess not.
They probably turned it off when the horror
Twitter
fans showed up.
No. Twitter
Yeah.
is their comment section.
Mm-hmm. It's actually true. That is there.
Oh yeah,
Guys, it
and
just be like that.
the comment under the Get Out picture is the film Get Out, starring Daniel Kaluuya, brought newfound wit and relevant social commentary to the horror genre. Oh my god.
Newfound.
Yeah.
Newfound.
Implying
was
it's
treading on
never had it before until Get Out.
Candyman didn't exist.
Yeah.
Get Out wouldn't exist. Candyman walked or crawled so fucking Get Out could walk.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it didn't have newfound wit. You just weren't smart enough to notice it before.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
There you go.
Oblivious stuff.
Uh,
I don't watch movies.
Good lord.
He fucking gets it.
This guy gets it.
What was
Right?
the thing with was it Rex Smith where he watched like the first two stories
Rex
of
Reed.
Rex Reed.
Rex Reed.
So Rex Reed.
That
He watched like
piece
the
of
first
shit.
two stories of VHS, which is an anthology horror film, and then
Five
decided
movies,
the
I think.
entire movie was crap and gave it a scathing review.
And then we all shat down his throat, deservedly so.
It's like you didn't
On
watch the
social
whole.
media.
You didn't watch the whole movie.
99% sure we shat down his throat in SNI too.
It's like 5 stories. You watched 2 of them. Maybe you would have liked the other 3. Now you'll
Yeah.
never know.
also didn't like the second story, which are fucking points. That didn't
Well,
make the whole movie bad.
Yeah,
like,
it's
There's
like-
always one you don't like.
How
at
can you
least.
be a
Yeah.
movie critic and not understand how an anthology film works? Like,
The problem is most of these critics, so-called critics,
Mhm.
have never seen a real bad movie either.
yeah,
That's the thing. Have you sat through Exterminator City? Then you haven't seen a bad fucking movie.
or
okay?
Dead on Sight.
Or Dead on Sight, or fucking, I don't know, there's a million other
Right,
movies.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Shit. I just watched a terrible movie? Yeah. Or Blood and Donuts? Fuck that movie.
Blood and Donuts.
Yeah.
I
mean, there's some bad fucking movies out there.
I want donuts with blood on them.
You would.
Maybe not.
There are some
But donuts
movies like
would be good.
when I think of torture porn, I think of some of the fucking horror movies that I was given to review back in like 2009,
The
2000.
Clown Murders, that movie's fucking.
And they were done by this filmmaker. I can't remember who it was, who was like very well known for doing these torture porn movies.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
And it
I
was
probably
just
know who
like-
that is.
Really fucking disturbing shit that
Mm-hmm.
like had no point other than to like sexualize,
Or disturb you. Yeah.
fantasize about like sexual violence. And I was just like, this is not even remotely entertaining. Get the fuck out of there, you stupid fly. But yeah. So I don't. That's why I don't like torture porn, because I've seen some of the fucking worst of it. And like, no.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
but there's good ones too. It's just like,
yeah.
you just gotta find them.
Or like what Skinslip and I were just saying, like you can just watch them to, admire the effects work, because some of them are pretty damn
Not
impressive.
these had terrible effects.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's a lot.
that's
A lot of
different.
the really bad ones are terrible.
They
Yeah.
just covered him in ketchup. Ah, my face is bleeding out of my eye holes. No, you just had ketchup on you, dude.
That was the pizza restaurant murder film that I saw, which
Okay.
actually, like, it wasn't good. It was
Uh-huh.
pretty fucking bad, but like, I'd watch it again, kind of thing, you know? Like, I can't even remember what it's called, and I'm like, yeah, I'd watch that again. It was like a made for fucking home video thing. What do you call it?
Pizza murders, shot on video,
Shot on video, yeah.
or
Shot on video.
direct to video, like from the good old VHS days, or direct to video was king.
Yes.
So
There
many
is I
direct-to-video
think, a
movies.
horror movie of like an actual like pizza-faced monster or something like that.
Okay.
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
Totally not Pizza the Hut.
Oh god.
He was tragically eaten the other day.
Yeah, Michael.
Practically ate himself. to
See,
death.
Did
all
he
you-
eat himself? Or was it-
All
I don't
you
know.
guys get it. Michael says there's like 100 horror films off the top of my head out there that have intelligence, depth, or layers. There is a lot of them. Some of them are just meant to be schlocky popcorn fare, and that's fine. I enjoy those too. Not everything
It's
needs
still art.
not everything needs to be deep and thought provoking and profound. It can just be
Entertainment.
a typical Dracula movie where he just goes around killing people and then gets a stake through the heart at the end. Sometimes that's just what you're
But
in the
even
mood
that-
for.
But the thing about that is, even that would unintentionally have something to say. 'Cause that's the thing about art is
Yeah.
there are things you say subconsciously with the art. You just wrote it. You didn't think about it. The fact that subconsciously you're connecting some dots.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens.
Can.
You don't have to intentionally put a message in your movie to have a message, whether
Yeah.
you intended to or not.
Mhm. But yeah, I much prefer Stoud's take on the world of horror. and one that I know we all agree on, is that you can actually follow the history of film and how it has developed over the years by just following the development of horror.
It's
Yes.
true.
And film techniques and
horror from day one was commentating on the world we lived in,
And,
the
well,
things that can be are unspoken.
yeah, and I was
Sorry.
going to say social commentary as well throughout the decades. You can see in the reflected in the horror genre.
I mean, Caligari is about fascism. I hate to tell you, Captain Caligari, it's about the rise of fascism in Germany. Guess who fucking saw it coming? The artists.
Yeah,
They made a lot of
course.
art about that.
That's why they actually moved here. A lot of them.
Yep, that's 100% why most of them moved here. Yep.
Do you see it in the 20s, 30s, and 40s? You see a lot of directors in Hollywood
it's
with
still just the number
German
4,
last
so you can just
names.
take it out of
German
number
last
4.
names.
There you go.
Otto Preminger.
Yay! She didn't kill the show this time.
Hey.
Yay.
She's rewiring again. Or you
And then
can
turns
see
off.
the
Like,
show.
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn
she
it.
kills the show. She kills the show.
Mhm.
I spoke too soon. I mean, there's so many examples of movies that have depth, artistically depth or layered and so forth. I mean, like
Oh yeah.
Midsummer itself. I mean, I just watched Midsummer. That movie is so
Oh,
layered. There's
Yeah.
so much meaning in like every shot. Like, it's gonna reward multiple rewatches because there's
Mhm.
so much going on.
Well, Ari Aster just generally is a director like that. I mean, he has
Yep.
he puts a lot into his movies for you to unpack at your leisure. And
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see whatever he comes up with next.
Whatever he's doing, I'll probably watch it.
Oh,
Fuck.
I'll absolutely watch it. He's on
I
my
tried to
radar
get-
now.
Like,
Him
don't
and
be a shitty person. Don't be a shitty person. Please
him
don't enjoy
and
your movies.
Jordan Peele, of course. Anything he does, I'll watch.
Yeah, anything he does,
Yeah.
I'll watch 1,000%.
Oh,
That-
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a good director and
Yeah.
actor. Fuck.
And actor, yeah, he's just terrific.
The Birds.
But yeah, a lot of Hitchcock, of course, is great. But
Inspired by horror.
even
movies.
beyond that, yeah, like 007 said, like Alien. You know, there's a lot.
Oh yeah.
You
A
know,
lot. Man, that was anti-corporate back in 1979.
yeah, yeah,
Guaranteed.
basically.
I guarantee the guy who wrote that
Love you
fucking review of Spiral thinks Alien is just another fucking cheesy Hollywood horror movie.
Just
you know?
another
Yep.
monster movie, whatever. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
right.
blah.
Alien
Well,
horror.
I will have you know, Mr. Stoudman, frankly, I felt it was boring.
Mhm.
Well, actually,
Well, actually, if you sound like that kind of person. The thing is if we had to sit, any one of us had to sit down and talk with this guy, we just run circles around him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, I know.
Where did you go to school? Where did you learn about film? How did you how many films have you watched? Do you know how many films you have? I know how many films I watched. I
Who
watched
hurt
10,000
you
movies.
and why?
Yeah.
10,000 movies is nothing. No, I've seen good and very bad movies. So
Mhm.
I have an actual metric on what's actually terrible.
Like what's actually good and actually bad.
Yes,
Yeah. Well, the thing
most
is,
movies aren't that bad.
a lot of these professional reviewers, they don't really watch much outside of the Hollywood system. They just kind of watch
Correct.
the big movies, and you can't get like a proper gauge of what is good or bad or what is you don't have the frame of reference because you haven't
It's like judging the whole
experienced-
story on the one section of it.
You got to watch like all those cheesy direct-to-video movies and foreign stuff, and
You gotta watch a little bit of
broaden your
everything.
horizons beyond just what Hollywood churns out that week.
I posted like a couple weeks ago. You can't have a little of this 5-star rating without a little of this half a star rating.
Yeah.
I mean, like I literally made a tweet about that. Like
Yeah.
it's like you can't truly enjoy a 5-star movie until you've seen a half-star movie and go, woof.
August,
Oh boy, that was a pain.
August Alien absolutely counts as horror. It is full-blown sci-fi horror.
Yeah, it's sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
It's a fucking haunted house in space.
It is literally a haunted house movie in space. Yeah. You know how much I love haunted house movies, and I love science fiction. So
I love space and I love haunted houses.
That's why
That's why
Alien-
Event Horizon's also good.
that's why Alien is one of my all-time favorites. I got to get that Scream Factory edition of Event Horizon. It's like a
I
lot
just
of
watched.
new
again.
goodies on there.
I should pick it up too.
Yeah.
I just
I
watched it again
saw-
with a friend.
Yeah.
I guess the first
movie.
print of the
Is
Scream Factory did of that is out of stock on Amazon, or it was.
Oh, really?
I haven't checked recently. I checked the other day though, and already scalpers are trying to sell it
Oh
for
my
it.
Yeah.
God! Seriously?
it's not going to print.
Yeah, it's not out of print. It's just that the fucking first print run sold out. And they're like, Oh, you really want it right now, huh? Well, we're gonna charge.
They're
you
preying on people's
$50.
FOMO, and I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it.
I know.
Scalpers are really bad right now. They literally destroyed half of the fucking trading card market.
Oh, I
They
know.
destroyed the gaming community, like the retro games, fucking destroyed by scalpers.
Yeah. Well, when they put out those like retro,
Yeah, limited run
systems,
games.
yeah, or limited run
Those-
games, yeah.
Like, anything limited for the most
Fucking
part, just like ruined by scalpers.
Fucking PlayStation 5, which you still can't get.
I know, right?
Like-
They're not that. There's just people sitting on like
Video
100
cards.
issue things and
Yeah,
making it scarce. And like, you need to just chill the fuck out.
I know, it's ridiculous. I absolutely agree, Michael. There needs to
Yes.
be some kind of
It's just hard to
laws.
police.
Yeah, it is.
You know, you'll never get rid of it entirely, but you'll get rid of it through like Amazon. Amazon and eBay need to put like fucking like
Restrictions.
rules against scalping.
Yeah.
You know, you can't mark something up 500 point,
What?
500%. That's insane.
Yeah.
She's
Like
like,
it's one,
I
it's
agree.
one thing if it's worth that much because the amount has slowly increased, but if the demand just went up and you decide to put yours out for $500, that's like, come on.
Yeah, it's like
It's like Jesus.
artificial scarcity.
Yeah,
So
it is. With the PlayStation 5, it is.
Yeah, that's what gets me the
And
most.
with gas.
Artificial scarcity. Artificial scarcity is what fucks with the market, right? If it's something that just naturally became scarce because it went out of print and it's been out of print for like 10 years, and it's like, you
Or
know
it's
what?
very popular.
You know what? Fine. You know, you set your own fucking price for that, however how you fucking want to. I don't necessarily like that, but like at the same time, I can understand. You're not fucking taking it. You're only taking advantage of something that like it's already completely out of print.
Yeah, it's
But if-
different.
But if it's manufactured scarcity where you're literally buying up all the stock so that you can reset the price, fuck you. You're literally destroying markets.
This happens in the Magic the Gathering community. They'll buy old cards and they'll do a run on a specific card, and they'll go to every store and buy all the copies of that card. The card price goes up, and then they slowly resell them back at that price, and the price number goes all the way down.
What is it like? I don't know what it is about.
Capitalism's disgusting.
Well, it's capitalism, yes, but it's
Unfettered,
when massive world events like this pandemic happen, for some reason, these fucking people come out of the woodworks
Starvation
trying to
minded.
take advantage of people.
yeah.
A lot of
they
them are
do.
starvation minded when it comes to like toilet paper and like
Yeah.
gas. But,
Gas
like when it comes to
now,
PlayStation, you're just being predatory.
God, that gas
Yeah.
thing was funny.
Oh,
thing-
I bought 30 gallons of gas in Ziploc bags.
The thing that really burns me up about it is these new consoles were released in the middle of the pandemic. Like when people are stuck at home, they're bored, they're going a little stir crazy. It's literally something that can help keep people sane and happy and not kill themselves through extreme depression and disconnect.
Yeah.
And these fucking scalpers, all they're thinking about is money, 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 money.
Yep.
And not looking at the social impact that forced
That's
scarcity
the American
can
way
have.
too.
You know? That's what really upsets me more than anything else. Is like all of the people who could really benefit from having a new game console to take their mind off things and, you know, be social with their friends who also have that console, and they can't because of these fucking scalpers, you know?
Yeah.
Some people got lucky, managed to get one just before all the
I still want
bots
the
snapped up the
PS4.
rest. But
I still have the PS3 only.
yeah,
I
PS4
would
is
not be.
great.
I would not be surprised if like Sony, Microsoft are all very pissed off about this shit too.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
Because it's like they want people to get the fucking consoles in their hand because
Right.
Yeah.
their fucking profit isn't from the console,
It's
it's
from
from
the
the
games.
game sales.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
if nobody has the fucking consoles, nobody's buying the fucking games. If nobody's buying the fucking games, they're not making any fucking money.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like
No, it absolutely it hurts the fans, like the people who would buy it, but it absolutely hurts the companies, and
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna
Hurts everybody.
It's gonna slow down game development, and you know, that's where
It's
they
the same
make their
kind of
money.
person
They sell the
who would-
consoles at a loss. They cost
It's-
way the parts in those things cost way more than $500.
Mhm.
They sell them at a loss because they make it up in the game sales, the
It's
licenses.
the same kind of person who would use you to get out of like a dangerous situation to just step on you.
Yeah,
because it's about themselves and no one else. That's
Yeah.
who those people. That's the scalpers.
that is.
It's about me and no one else. And the problem is a lot of those people are living desperate situations, and
Yeah.
that's all their money they've now put into those PlayStations they're hoping to sell. So it's like,
Yeah. So now instead
it's
of
just,
those PlayStations being in people's living rooms and encouraging more sales of games and more game development for those consoles, they're just sitting in a scalper's warehouse somewhere collecting dust, where he hopes to make his $1,500 a console.
Good luck with that.
Or more, or 3,000 or whatever. Like,
I've noticed that most people, even during the higher prices, like during the holiday season, they weren't paying more than like $1,200 for them. But even then, it's
Jesus
like,
Christ,
oh
that's
my
insane.
fucking god!
yeah, it's ridiculous.
You would see people putting them up for like $2,000 or even $3,000, right?
I know. I wasn't exaggerating.
But they never actually sold on eBay.
No,
for
they
anything.
don't. They don't. But nobody's that insane. But
Yeah.
what do you mean you're scared of scalpers buying up used PS5s? That's not as big a market for them. They want the new ones.
how can there be
people want.
used PS5s when no one can get a fucking PS5?
Yeah, exactly. Who's using them and then selling them?
They're not
You know?
buying they're not buying them. They're not selling them enough to buy them.
Yeah.
For them to be used. You know?
What's your casting goal?
I check Amazon and Best Buy periodically just to see has this madness stopped yet? Can we get one now? No?
No.
Okay, I'll check
It's
in another
basically-
6 months.
I have no idea how it got.
Basically, where whenever they get whenever they get it in stock, it just sells out almost immediately.
Because
So,
Yeah,
like,
because of bots.
Because they're
have to
using
wait.
bots.
That's the common complaint is that Sony themselves has a wait queue for when they get some in stock and they sell directly from Sony. And
Yeah.
all I see is waited 5 hours in this wait queue only to be sold out immediately.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like just being in the wait queue doesn't guarantee, like it doesn't put you on a list waiting one by
Yeah,
one for them
It's
to
not
be
like
sold.
placing a pre-order
Yeah, it's not like that.
where one's
It's literally,
reserved for you.
it's just they're literally sending a notification out saying, "Hey, they're ready. Come buy one," and they're gone.
Yeah.
So it's like waiting in a line outside of a store for a new product that's gone on sale,
Yeah.
and then watching the shipment go to one person,
Yeah.
leave the store, and then tell everyone to fuck off.
Yeah.
That's been waiting in line for 5 hours for that product that they, and it's just like, how, like, even Sony themselves are not stopping scalpers. The scalpers are scalping it directly from Sony.
Yeah.
This
I know.
isn't like you're doing it off of Best Buy, off of Amazon. It's like they're doing that, but they're also doing it directly from Sony themselves.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
Amazon and eBay did step up with that kind of thing, and they don't actually allow third-party sales of those consoles right now at all. So there's two of the biggest venues in the world where they're hoping to make their millions cut off. It was the same thing with when there was all the craze for toilet paper and hand sanitizer. People were buying it all up with the intent to sell it, and
That got shut down quickly
That
because
got
those are
shut-
essential items.
that got shut
Yeah.
down really fast. What is it? Do you remember that
Matt-
story about the guy who had like a
I was about to say.
garage, full of hand
He did
sanitizer and
He did an article about how he bought a hand sanitizer and then he wasn't able to sell it,
yeah,
but he didn't want to give it away, so he put it away in a storage unit. This
That's
motherfucker
what
took
it
a
was,
photo of him unloading pallets from his fucking storage and from his truck to his storage unit, like a U-Haul truck, right? That kind of truck. And someone triangulated where he was, went and robbed him and gave it away to people who needed it.
Mhm.
that's
Donated to something.
that's a Robin Hood moment right there.
Yeah. And the cops told him, you know what the cops said?
Yeah.
You should have advertised where you were putting it.
Yeah.
If you put something valuable in your storage unit and go, hey, I've got really rare comics in my storage unit, like,
That's right.
you're going to get your fucking shit robbed.
10 copies of Action Comics #1 right there.
You'll
Yeah.
get fucking robbed, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't actually
there's a
have
few
Action
stories like
Comics
that.
#1. Don't rob me. Thank you.
Like, there's a few of those stories around that. It had to do with sanitizer. Someone bought like 500 gallons and was trying to sell it off in little bottles that he would fill himself
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And it's just like he got barred off of Amazon, off of eBay because one, you're not allowed to sell medical products on Amazon or eBay without being a pharmacist or anything
You have
like
to be
that.
certified,
And you have to be you have to be a certified medical.
And when you buy those things, they have to ship to your door, not to your thing. So every now and then, my fucking alcohol, my isopropyl alcohol ends up on the fucking corner instead. I have to ship to my door. It's fucking assholes. Goddamn Amazon drivers don't know where the fuck to go.
Yeah, every single one of those, they got barred off, and they've all come out and said, they ended up just giving it away because they couldn't find a venue to sell it.
Yeah.
Nobody would buy it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Fucking idiot.
I mean, even fucking
Good.
even Craigslist was deleting posts. I mean, like,
Good.
they had
See,
nowhere to go.
that's the kind of thing I like to see. Just having the scalpers cut off. Just cut them right off.
Yep.
So,
go ahead, buy all these up.
Limit.
Good luck selling them.
Yeah.
Limit one per customer.
I would love
is
for you to be on Craigslist
helpful.
and meet someone face to face and say, here, it'll be $1,100. I want to see how many times you've been punched in the crotch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, limit one per customer. The problem is these fucking bots that they're using. They appear to the system to be different, unique people. So
yeah. I know. I said it helps, but it's not. Nothing's gonna get rid of it entirely.
Yeah.
Other than the abolition of limited editions.
I mean, we're getting to the
Or
point
not
now
limited editions.
where
They're not saying how many is printed, and then print more secretly when they get
I
scalped.
think this is what I've said before. I think from this day forward, or from this point forward, at least for a while, it should be in-person appointment only.
For what?
You go on
for limited stuff like PlayStation 5,
like for PS5s and Xbox Series X's. If you want one from Walmart, from Target, from
Best Buy,
Best Buy or whatever,
you
call
go to
and you
the
make
store.
You call and you make a appointment.
Yeah.
And you make an online order and an appointment to physically go pick it up yourself, a human person.
Yeah.
So if a bot does it and no one comes to get it, it goes back on sale.
There you go.
Yep.
And it continues that loop until a real person comes to the store and buys it.
And I mean, they'll do that for like 5 consoles with their whole family or all their friends, and they'll go do that. But I mean,
that's
like
the old days of scalping, but then
that's a lot more work.
Yeah. They don't want to.
You gotta talk to 4 friends about coming in.
Yeah.
Pretending to be,
They like to just go click and unleash the bots.
Yeah.
They don't
the
want to.
Bot's automatic. It doesn't even. The bot just waits.
Yeah.
Yep. The bots have been running, so it's just
it just waits for it to stop.
Yeah, back to the old scalping days. Yeah, it was you, your family, your extended family, your friend's family.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done that before, but nothing like crazy.
Yeah.
It's usually like, oh, we have this one comic, it's 1 per customer. Okay, I go outside. Hey, I need you to buy another copy of this comic so I can keep it bagged or whatever. Like, I sometimes have to do that shit. But it's not like I'm gonna buy 20. I'm not gonna do that 20 times.
No, you get like 2.
I'm gonna do that exactly 2. Like, like if you bought 2 PlayStation 5s, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But like,
there's ways. There's ways to get around this whole scalping problem, and it's very easy. The problem is people don't want to do it because it's easy. They could just sell it online and it ships to your door.
Because the companies, it doesn't matter who buys it; they're making money.
I guarantee you, the places like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, they're not going to stop that. Stores are making tons of money.
The stores are the only ones who are making any money in this.
Yep.
So
precisely, that's right. Like, the only people making money.
It's only companies like Sony themselves that has to go to Walmart and say, "Hey, you have to implement this, or we're pulling our product from your store shelves." If they even ever make it to the shelf.
I like that idea. That actually is a really good idea.
You have to implement, like I said, my idea, the appointment only, 1 per physical person, and or you're not allowed to sell them. We will take all the whatever 2 consoles we give you back and never give you any more. So
$80 for 10 toilet paper rolls, that's fucking stupid.
That's ridiculous. But that wasn't uncommon. There's a lot of people who were doing that, just taking advantage.
I gotta take care of something.
Yeah. Okay.
So
fuck scalpers, like we say pretty much every week.
Yeah.
That seems to be a regular topic we come back to again and again.
The last year or so.
But I like, I do like that idea, Garbage Gamer.
I mean, I've seen it before. This is not a new concept.
No.
We do this at my job.
Yeah.
So it isn't like
muted. Whoops.
It's not.
Did you say many brilliant things, Stoud?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was just going to bring up that at Target, they actually stopped selling Pokemon cards and sports cards
For
entirely for safety reasons because some fucking weirdo decided it was a good idea to pull out a fucking gun over the fucking scalpers taking the fucking cards.
Oh my god.
Like in their parking lot. So it's like, that's how bad it's become.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is.
Yep.
Scalpers are so fucking ridiculous.
I could just sit here and list them, Teletubbies, not Teletubbies, Beanie Babies, not Teletubbies. I mean, probably Teletubbies at one point. I'm not surprised. Yeah, early days of Pokemon cards, like the Beanie Babies, those fucking My Little Pony, fucking bronies, that whole thing that happened. You know,
remember
Furbies and stuff like that. Shit ain't new.
Yeah.
Not new.
I remember seeing somebody on the street corner selling
imagination.
Furbies for $400 a pop. I remember that. I'm old enough to fucking remember that shit.
I'm old enough to remember people getting their Beanie Babies fucking graded by the same company that graded video games and cards and keeping them in solid cubes. You remember that shit? And putting little labels and solid little little cases around the tag. The little,
that
little TY tag.
You gotta have the.
That reminds me.
Tag, yes.
Something I read on the internet many years ago was this husband and wife were getting divorced, and the photo was of them sitting on the floor of the courtroom, and both of them had been collecting Beanie Babies. So they were going through all the Beanie Babies and determining which one is yours, which one do you get, and you know. I'm sure the judge was overjoyed as they sifted through this mountain of Beanie Babies to decide who gets what.
Family Guy has made that joke where it was just like, you know, they
the thing is,
go through the divorce and Peter just turns around and goes, okay, I'll take the AFC plates, you can get the UFC plates.
yeah, same thing. But yeah, because they were thinking like it was going to be the big hot new thing, the next Pokemon, the next Cabbage Patch Dolls, whatever. But the thing is, there were so many Beanie Babies, and the market was so oversaturated with them. They're worthless.
Completely.
They're
worthless.
like completely worthless. And
I would say there are I don't
so many people invested in them.
Like anything else, anything old is gonna have some form of value to it.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say if there's anything in that line of Beanie Babies, the very original first run, print, whatever you call it for stuffed animals,
the OG Beanie Babies,
the OG Beanie Babies, those are probably worth maybe $40-$50 a pop.
Yeah,
something like that, but that's at most.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like with the Pokemon cards. The first editions, I think, will always hold value.
Yeah.
But there are newer cards coming out of Pokemon cards that are like immediately have not as much value as like first edition, but they still have a lot of inflated value. And I'm telling you, that's not going to last.
Yeah.
These cards eventually, 10, 20 years down the line, nobody's going to care about the fucking cards that came out and were popular during the renaissance of fucking Pokemon cards, the nostalgia era of Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
They're going to still care about the first editions.
This is a verbal version of that hard to swallow pill.
Which one?
Hard to swallow pill. This is your Charizard. No one gives a shit about it.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yes, someone right now may pay $2,000 for your shiny fucking piece of cardboard. But...
August
says, I have a mint in package 8.5 Humphrey the Camel Beanie Baby, only $10,000.
Venmo or PayPal.
I also accept Bitcoin.
If I wanted to right now, sitting on it was over there, but sitting on a chair that I have over there somewhere.
Okay.
I have my Pokemon folder from Generation 1, and it has a bunch of Generation 1 cards in it, including stuff like Mew, Mewtwo, the Ancient Mew from the first movie, you know,
wow,
still in package.
See, now that stuff, those would be pretty valuable, I would think.
Something like that.
Because it's wave one.
That entire
OG
binder is probably worth maybe about $200.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's just like... Do I ever plan on selling it? No. No,
They're
my
yours.
my entire childhood of growing up with Pokemon cards is not worth $200. I could have right fucking
Yeah.
No, what price
You know?
on happy memories, and nostalgia.
exactly.
So, one man's treasure is another man's trash. There you go.
There you go.
But it's very true.
I literally have a container of cheese balls right here. I was like,
What was it you were talking about the other day, Stoud? It's like, if we were ever in dire straits, like, just go pick any random shelf on your collection, and pretty much guaranteed, like, 50 to 75% of it is all out of print.
Yeah.
You can probably get good money for them.
I would say at least 25 to 50%. Yeah.
I
I could
think,
look at this shelf right here,
yeah,
and I could say 95% of it is out of print.
yeah. I see, I like looking at my 80s cartoon and anime shelf. That's almost all out of print stuff on there. Some of it is still in print, but a good chunk of it is out of print. So if I ever decide to sell my
It shocked
collection,
me when I was starting to look at that because I was like, "Holy shit, that's out of print, and that's out of print too."
If I ever decided to actually sell my collection and put everything up on Amazon at the actual going rate, not super inflated scalper prices, I'd probably have enough for a down payment for a house. After all was said and done. So, yeah. But that will never happen, at least not until I archive every single disc onto a hard drive of immense proportions.
We know you, yeah.
I at least want to have the content if I don't still have the packaging. But, yeah.
Yo, I'm back. Let's start the show.
Yo. What's up? What's up?
Yo,
what's
yo, yo.
up?
What
Start
happened
the
to your
shows.
other thing on your?
Oh, it's right here. It looks done with two of them, so it just shows
Okay.
one.
It does look better with one, actually. Yeah. Now
Yep, I
now
agree.
you mention it. Yeah.
I was looking at it like, that's cute. I think one or
With
the other.
two, it looks. I don't know. It's like you had these weird ears or something.
This one's inspired by Carrie, apparently.
Very nice.
So, that's what
So you have a couple of inspired by Carrie things. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like that one a little better, actually.
This
The one
one?
you have on there. Yeah, yeah. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I like it a little better too, which is why I went on.
It's like the color scheme, the contrast.
It's also just go the other direction, but it's usually when it's in my hair, and I think it looks cooler like this on the headphones.
Yeah, because then you can see it. It's like it's reaching for you. It's,
Right. And when it's in my hair, it looks like the hands reach around my head. But
And
yeah.
you know I'm like all about skeleton stuff, so.
Fuck yeah, skeletons
Score.
rule.
JL, all I can say is I hope those don't die on you.
Yeah,
That's the problem with hard drives in particular.
yeah.
Yep. I had scare.
Archive everything, and then replace the hard drive with another one every few years.
I just had a scare with mine, so
Back
I'm
it all up.
starting to back up some more stuff, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna start looking for a hard drive, because 10 terabyte hard drives aren't that, or 8 terabyte hard drives are pretty cheap now,
Yeah,
and it's bigger than I have now. So they
It's because
upgraded
they're
my
hard
core
drives,
to 8.
but yeah.
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 That's also
looking
what I
at-
like to do is like consolidate to fewer hard drives of higher capacity, so I can just have more stuff on a single drive.
I want the same number of hard drives, but all in the higher capacity.
Yeah.
It's one all big hard drives.
Now
but,
you're talking. See, then I could actually archive my entire collection. All right, I'm gonna go smoke, and then let's start the show good and proper.
Excellent.
Okay.
It's been a pretty good pre-show. I wonder what the
Oh,
real
okay,
show's
cool,
gonna be
Joe.
like.
Excellent.
Sorry, it's so late, Eric.
No, we get to the real show.
Are you? Do you have to work tomorrow, Eric?
I do.
I apologize, friend.
No, you're good.
Still sucks,
I'm on Instagram watching a guy play House of the Dead on a really tiny TV. But it's not just any really tiny TV. It's a really tiny TV I've wanted for a very long time.
Yeah, it's like Overwatch, Fortnite.
It's one of those. It's a Dreamcast TV,
Oh.
which is it's a PRT TV with a Dreamcast built into it.
Nice. I thought you were going to say like one of those fucking TVs that they used to use in television stations that are like
Those are called
really,
monitors.
really nice.
They're called monitors.
Yeah.
That's a definite. There's a difference between a TV and a monitor. That's a
Oh,
TV.
that's cool.
Only being smart in like this fucking
Like,
Hunger Games.
And a monitor, a TV monitor, is different than a computer monitor. So there's like a little bit of confusion in the names, I know, but
No
But it's still-
hospitals in this area.
And that's because they used to use broadcast monitors for computer displays before there were computer-specific displays. So, broadcast monitors are of high quality and probably the best interlaced TVs you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
They
pretty
don't come in very big sizes, but they're really good quality.
I remember when I had TVs like that.
I have a display monitor. It's broken though. It's a prop now.
No,
It's small
I
too.
remember the day when I would have like my computer desk with my computer, and then on the side of my computer desk I'd have the fucking 19-inch TV, so I could watch movies while I was in bed, and I thought that was pretty cool.
I have a purple-
Now I just watch movies in front of my fucking,
I have two
computer
purple-
from
Fall
my
asleep in my
computer.
chair. I just
Uh,
feel
I
like
just
this.
do things everything from my computer,
And then I also go to sleep in front of it too sometimes.
and
I-
now
I
I,
lay in my
definitely
bed
need to
and-
do exercise.
I lay in my bed and pull down my projector screen.
Yeah. I mean, me and Stoud have very loosely discussed getting that kind of setup when we move.
Oh,
A projector and a screen to watch movies on.
Highly recommend.
bitch.
I mean, we will eventually, I think. We'll just gotta get settled in. We'll probably have a bunch of other shit we need to get ahead of it. You know?
But yeah, eventually, it's someday.
I have a TV from the living room.
You have-
I have a CRT. It has a burn spot on it.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, you don't notice it at first. Is when as it warms up and gets going, a spot slowly turns orange.
Oh, I hate that.
And also, it fucks up.
That's
when
the
you're
tube,
playing-
I think. That
It
needs
is.
replacing, yeah.
That's the flyback, throwing way too many.
Yeah.
It was
neutrons in the
really-
screen. And
So
so
what
it's
is it
just like
called?
I love when you turn it.
photons.
No,
How
no,
many
the thing
turn-
it's called? What's that throwing back? Sorry.
Oh, it's called a flyback.
Flyback, thank you. I've heard the term. It just been a while.
Yeah, it's the part on the. For people who don't know, it's when there's a TRT, a tube the tube comes back, and at the very beginning, the thing that throws the power and the photons at the screen that gives you the
Photons,
image
that's what they are.
is called a flyback. And there's a little, you can even see there's it's called a pilot light. There's a little glowing light back there, and that's the coil that's heating up and throwing the photons.
Yeah.
So
So
Yeah.
the photons, are those what create the fucking static electricity clean and stuff like that?
Yeah, the whole operation does.
I love that experience.
that's when the photons don't have a certain amount of specific voltage to carry.
Yep.
It flies at the screen and bounces all over the place, and that's the static.
I always talked about getting my daily dose of
My
photons.
Volt has
Daily dose of
four
photons.
attachments.
As
Yep.
they just like gluing your eyes to the front of the TV.
That was the real thing that like people were worried about. Talking about
They're not
don't
wrong.
sit
Like,
too
could be-
close to the TV. You know,
Well, they're
Don't have to
not
worry about
wrong.
it
Okay,
anymore.
first of all, they're not wrong about sitting close to the TV, and or the fact that we sit with our monitors. See what happens is we're only focusing at one distance, and so then later our eyes become weaker doing the other kind of focusing, and so that's what there is actually some founding to. Don't sit too close to the screen. Don't stare at the monitor too much. Don't sit at your
but I
computer
mean,
all day like me.
I'm saying people were worried about like the effect, like I guess
I
what
know.
the photons would create.
I know,
cause.
but I'm saying they weren't
The
entirely
problem.
wrong. They're just
They
they're
weren't wrong about
misdirected.
the eyesight thing, but
Yeah, they just
about
were
the
misdirected.
TVs give you cancer thing, they were
That wasn't that
No.
wasn't a thing.
yeah,
As far as we can tell, I don't think there's even any valid research linking those two things.
yeah.
But as much as I love like my Sindon light gun and being able to play these games on a PC with emulation, it is still cool to like pull out a real GunCon 2 and play Time Crisis on an actual PS2 or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Which I could do on that TV until it fully warms up. Then it kind of just starts to fuck with the tracking because it's not a solid picture. But one day though, I do hope to get what's called a reference monitor.
that's the same thing as a
It's
a
a studio
monitor,
Studio monitors,
broadcast
specifically
monitor. Sorry.
specifically the creme de la creme. I want to get a Trinitron.
I
Yeah,
don't
those
want
are-
to.
Those
the
are-
kind of things you find in an old school TV like editing place, like
Get
for-
like a
you know.
14-inch Trinitron is fucking like $900.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
not a lot of them made every year. Like when I was in film school, we had little display monitors, little 10-inch ones,
Mhm.
because while you could look at your edited video and all that stuff, the only way to really know how it's going to look is to look at it on a display monitor, or a broadcast monitor, or a
Yep.
reference monitor. It's the same
A
thing.
reference.
It's all,
That's why it's called a reference monitor.
yeah, exactly. They're literally all the same thing. It's just depending on what job you're doing, you know. But yeah,
No, Major Potoko, I am well aware. Like I said, due to recent rules that have been placed on the Senden Discord, in a forum like this, I'm not allowed to discuss what they discuss there publicly unless they disclose it. But what I can say, and this has been public knowledge for a while, Andy Sinden, the creator, has been in the works on that, and testing has been going on. So that's all I can really say. Is we have it working. That's about it.
It's working.
Nowhere near
It's working.
nowhere near to the point to where like an adapter can be made and people could just plug it in and go. It still requires a lot of
testing.
The other thing that I could say, again, people have done public YouTube videos about it. It still requires a Raspberry Pi, an Arduino, so a little bit of soldering, and the most expensive part, you need something like an OSSC or an open source scan converter.
Oh, okay.
To be able to, because the way it works, it draws that little white border.
I never heard initialized before. That's the first time.
Yeah.
JL says he defiantly needs to do something soon. He's going a bit crazy.
Defiantly? Man, you always... We make fun of you every time for making that, and you seem to still always do it.
Well, that's an easy one to mess up, though.
It's because
I just don't understand. We always harp on it, though. He never gets better.
Do you hear the Capcom is being sued by a German filmmaker?
Oh, which one?
For Resident Evil Village. For the guy who made. It was a 2013 movie. Hold on.
Ja. Or so. That would be Da, right? Da.
Yeah. What you do about it? Bulk up, muscle man.
Macho Man Randy Savage coming at you.
Oh
Boy,
my
that guy was a work. There's a Dark Side of the Ring episode about him, and he was no longer my favorite.
I'm probably gonna butcher this name. Director Richard Rappers?
Sure, okay.
Accused Capcom of doing a one-for-one copy of his 2013 movie Frankenstein's Army.
Oh my god, it's so nothing like that movie.
Okay,
It's nothing like
what
that.
they're gonna
I have that movie.
It's nothing like that fucking
Good.
movie.
It's a good movie.
What he's referencing is there's a certain character in his movie that also in Resident Evil Village is exactly the fucking same.
You can't copyright a fucking character
Yeah.
archetype.
So
Yeah. You can't. He's not gonna. That's not gonna go through. Either you're gonna go out of court, which would be bullshit, or they're just gonna be like, no, let's go to court. And
I want to say who it is,
lose.
but I mean, I could say what the character is from Resident Evil Village.
Richard Rapport.
And not tell you like where in the game it shows up.
Yeah.
But there is a character in Resident Evil Village where he has the engine and helicopter and propellers for a face.
Now, does that mean so now that's in this movie too? But can the creators of Skin Deep sue Frankenstein's Army for stealing a bunch of shit from that movie? Can Texas Chainsaw Massacre sue all these other movies for ripping them off originally from way back in 1974?
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
let's get silly. Inspiration's inspiration.
Yeah.
And you can't. And I guarantee you, fucking art exists. A fucking character with a fucking prop for a head, like an airplane prop for a head. That exists. I've seen that thing before in other kind of wacky arts. It's not original. I'm sorry, buddy.
I've been watching a playthrough of Resident Evil Village, and I got to that part where this character shows up. Because I went back and I didn't watch Frankenstein's Army all the way through. I watched that scene where this character shows up, and
it's a standard scare scene.
Really, no.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Yeah, okay. They're both characters with prop propellers for a face. And they're going to be wearing an engine as a hat. But yeah, the one in Village is design-wise is vastly different. Like the other one was like you could tell like a suit and like the front end of a plane.
I've seen both the movie and the scene you're talking about in the village, and like there's
Village.
nothing.
Yeah,
There's
the
nothing.
one in Village is like it looks like the entire front part of a fucking plane.
Right.
It's like glued onto the top of this dude. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh my god.
He's like, yeah, like it's fucking, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
And that movie, Frankenstein's Army takes a lot from a lot of things, and I think it's so silly that he's suing someone.
yeah,
It's-
because the director is claiming that that he created all the monster designs completely on his own without any outside influence. Like
That's not
I'm
how
like,
art
oh my
works.
god,
Shit.
you are so full of
Bullshit.
shit.
That's
It's
not how
even
art
funny.
works. Art is inspired by. There's no such thing as original art. Art is always inspired by something in your real life, something you watched, something you overheard, combining two different things you saw.
Unless
You were inspired by something.
Unless
Subconsciously
you're
or
some
not.
mythical astro being or something like that, your brain can't really create or process anything without having, I suppose, the way to put it, without having any kind of input of something else.
I've said it
Can't
before
create-
and said it again. There's no such thing as original ideas.
It's the law of equivalent exchange.
So there's no such thing. Every movie you've seen is a reference
can't
to
create
what has been done before in another movie.
Something, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with the game.
You won. I mean, like it's. I guess it's partially the law of equivalent exchange, not the whole thing. It's not how.
Yeah. It's not really a thing. But yeah, I get what you mean.
But it's the idea. It's like I said. It's the idea of you can't create something from nothing.
No, there's
you
no
know.
such thing. What is that? An independent invention, I think is what you're thinking of?
Yeah, something like that.
Where it's like, I came up with this without knowing you existed. Like, sure, buddy.
Yeah.
Sure. I don't believe you
Yeah,
wouldn't
but did you know that existed? Well, that
Right.
was inspired by that.
Mhm.
So you gained inspiration from that via a third party.
Like,
Yeah.
guys, there's a Muscle Man figure from the 80s that I used to have that had a fucking airplane for a face, okay?
Mhm.
You're telling me it's
Right.
original? Okay, sure, buddy.
Listen, even if it were true that you came up with this idea and you thought at least that it was a completely original idea and you had no idea that it had ever been done before, right? Just because you thought it was original doesn't mean it was original. It doesn't matter if you thought it was original. If somebody else does it, like, we had that fucking idea for a fucking movie, right? And then
Yeah.
it became
Go hang
unfriended,
out.
right?
Yeah,
Right?
they did it so bad.
Right, but that doesn't mean it was our original fucking
No.
idea that they stole. We joke about that,
Yeah, we joke about it. This is not
but
real.
we don't actually think that they
Yeah.
stole the fucking idea. It's not a
Uh,
hard idea.
We
to
came
come
up with the idea of Unfriended years before Unfriended even existed. So, like, just saying, in case someone's
I saw.
Yeah,
I
but
saw
it's like,
this
what are the
original
chances they
photo.
were fucking watching our show?
they weren't.
right?
It's just a
Exactly.
coincidence.
It's just
I
a
saw this-
coincidence, right?
Originally posted on Twitter, someone had retweeted it. And the very first comment on that Twitter post was a link to that video of the Pizza Time video. The guy, he's laughing to the Pizza Time song.
Pizza time.
And it's just like, he goes, this is how hard I'm laughing right now. And it's just like, and it's just the entire Pizza Time song with the, what's his face?
J. Jonah Jameson
Yes, Wee's laughing. Our favorite,
is where he's got the stoic face and then
yeah, pretty much that. Like 10 minutes of that. And it's just like, it's just like
everything's inspired by something else, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm. And people were all up in arms about it. I'm like, wow, why are you up in arms about this? This literally happens with every single big AAA title that gets hyped to shit. There's always a lawsuit that follows, but someone claiming something stupid.
Almost every movie too, actually. Every
So,
big movie.
like,
Sure.
if you think
That's
this
a
is the
terrible
first time
idea.
oh no.
Buster Cherry says, my idea is for chicken wings to have Slim Jims for bones. This way, to don't have bones, you have a Slim Jim for a bone.
That's brilliant.
Terrible.
That would taste
No.
so good.
Can we change it
No,
to
you
Italian
could
sausage
just-
instead?
Eat the bones.
You can literally just take the chicken wing and just go, ow.
I
But
know.
they
there you
already
go.
have boneless chicken wings that are essentially just chicken nuggets.
Well, that's not
yeah,
the same
but
thing.
Not the same, Stout. Does it have Slim Jims in it?
Exactly.
Does it have the
You're missing
shape of
the point.
chicken?
So what you're saying is the superior chicken nugget without the Slim Jims in it is somehow not superior to the one with the cheese.
Yeah,
because
Correct.
it doesn't have Slim Jims in it.
Stoud. Have you considered
That's the
two
linchpin
meat?
of this whole thing.
More
Okay.
meat, good meat. I
Yeah.
like two meat.
Meat. Meat.
What? I mean, you got to think, Stoud. What would Ron Swanson say about that? I mean, be like, wait a minute.
Look at
You found a way to put more meat into the meat. Where can I get this wonderful creation?
Like, I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
It's all right.
And whenever
Buster
he came up
Sheds.
would
Sheds
cry.
a single
He says that.
sheds
sit there
a
and
single
he'd be
tear.
yeah, he would shed a single tear, be like, "This is a momentous occasion." It calls for the backup bacon, and he goes and he pulls the backup bacon from behind the picture frame.
See, if you're gonna put another fucking meat into substitute for the fucking bones, it should be something better than Slim Jims. That's all
It's
I'm
like
saying.
Jimmy do Italian sausage, I saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Italian sausage and chicken
Hey,
go really well
you
together.
could have a variety. I mean, there's no saying they all have to be the same, you know.
That's true.
How about replace the chicken bones with cheese?
Yeah, give me cheese
You
sticks.
could do that. Chicken cheese.
Cheese chicken wings.
Chicken
There
cheesy
you go.
chicken
I,
wings?
I
Oh my
would eat the
God.
fuck out of that.
Domino's. I
Careful.
know you are the kind of people who do that kind of shit. So
I hate, I
hit me
fucking
up.
hate that when you get chicken, it's all reconstituted. So why don't you reconstitute it in the shape of a chicken instead of the weird oblong
I
shape?
don't
Give me a
know.
fuck. Shape it like in 3D, please, like a fucking chicken bone and chicken
They have
wings.
to.
Okay, at least I
Actually,
attempt
wouldn't
to
that be
enjoy.
great? You, like have
Yes.
have like the boneless chicken wings shaped like chicken wings,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you
That's the
literally
point.
just pick it up. It look like a regular chicken wing, and then you just go, ah,
and there's these cheese coming out of it. Oh,
oozing cheese. Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, like if you're
I
gonna
would
make,
You
very
can tell
I-
we're fat people.
I don't have a
mean,
problem. I have no problem with reconstituted chicken wings.
Mhm.
I have a huge problem with the fact that they're not shaped like fucking chicken. They're
Okay.
shaped like weird shapes. Like
Skinslip,
great, it's a
I have an
dinosaur.
answer for you,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
they're buffalo style.
Oh.
The Kirkwood brand from Aldi, because that's where I
Gluten-free?
shop. Fully cooked and breaded, boneless buffalo style chicken. They're called zings.
Okay.
I have to be careful because a lot of Buffalo
And
sauce.
they're called zings. And to answer your question, yes, they shape them like chicken
Holy
wings.
shit! It
I
exists.
can't have those because I bet you they're not gluten free.
I
Yeah,
can.
next
that-
hurdle.
That's
that
okay.
part.
More for me.
Next hurdle.
There you go. So to answer your question, sad that they're not gluten free, but they do exist.
They do
Yes.
exist.
That
There
is-
are
that
the
is
ones that will
part
take the
matters.
reconstituted chicken and go
Oh my God.
into a
Thank you.
chicken wing.
Excellent.
I'm eating it anyway.
Terry,
Well,
Buster Terry
exactly.
with another amazing suggestion here. Beer that is flavored like Combo's pretzels.
He says I'd be screwed.
That would be
Pretzel
disgusting.
flavored
As-
beer.
Combo pretzels, or as my dad calls them, ass biscuits.
Look, there was a whole wave of beer brewing a couple years ago. I bet you someone has made a fucking pretzel flavored beer.
Mhm.
Almost everything's been fucking
Sounds
made.
like something they do on fucking.
Buster Cherry, there's only one thing I need to say to you. Polska kill chicken. There you go.
Polska.
Polska kielbasa, but inside of chicken.
Okay.
Oh.
There's your bones right there.
I got a bone for you, baby. Wait, what?
Whoa.
Sorry,
Oh,
got a
Whoa.
little dark there.
Whoa.
whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Wow.
Okay, Joey.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa!
Wow.
Oh God! And then they would
Oh my
like cheer when he
Okay.
did a new whoa. Like, oh my
Okay,
God.
I took out an order for somebody the other day at work who I swear to God looked exactly like Leonardo DiCaprio from 1995.
Okay.
Like all the way down to the earrings
Mhm.
and the M-shaped haircut.
Okay. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looked right out of.
Toon Man, why are you streaming right now?
What?
You just went live.
What? Hello? Do you even know what day it is? Probably doesn't.
Probably doesn't.
The fuck tune, man.
Go.
Well, now he's
Why
gonna steal all our
aren't
viewers.
Get into
You at
SNI.
SNI.
Yeah. Oh, is it Saturday?
We use it just so he gets
Well, I didn't buy 12 wastebaskets today, so I didn't see the point in showing up.
It's because he's doing a bot thing.
A bot thing? Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, he's probably getting rid of Nightbot because it was being too much of a dick yesterday.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh, yeah,
So-
but didn't it, like, ban you or something?
I posted 4 emotes in a row and it shut me off for like 30 seconds for spamming the chat.
What?
How dare you
It's all
spam?
caps
my
because
God.
it was too. It was saying it was all caps.
It was all
Because
caps.
it's LUL, LUL, all caps. And then
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I typed literally hilarious in caps, and I also got dinged for that because it was all in caps.
That's ridiculous.
Well, how dare you? I mean,
Obviously, we have that turned off because...
we don't use Nightbot.
No,
Yeah, as soon as
Streamlabs
all the
saw
time.
that, he's like, "Yeah, I'm
Oh,
getting
okay.
rid of it."
I turned and when we first set it up on your channel, I turned off that caps lock.
I never,
You like
I
to
never.
Excellent.
Stream in the chat. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
For people that want to know, I don't have any filters on my stream right now. I don't have night.
Uh-oh.
I don't have
Oh,
anything.
Uh-oh.
Everyone go to Garbage's stream and do
Inviting
everything.
trouble there.
I mean, I've got a bot, but like
It'll
it
give me
doesn't do
viewers.
Yeah.
I only need a certain
Start the
minimum
show.
viewer count to get
I
the
know.
pathway to partner.
I know. We keep going off on tangents. And it's fun. Even though I'm incredibly tired and could pass out any second.
It is. This is the insanity part of the Saturday Night Insanity.
Yep.
We haven't started yet.
I might need to... Maybe I should make coffee. I'm thinking coffee.
I think this is
probably
one of the
good.
best, or one of the better pre-shows we've ever done.
It is, and it started out so shitty with all of that politics.
Yeah.
And then it actually turned
and
into
then
a
we
proper
really
geek
picked
chat.
it up. Yeah.
Talked about a variety of geeky
Just had to
things.
get all the fucking politics out.
Well,
of
you
there,
know
and
what?
we're
That's the
good to
show
go.
for this week. Good night, everybody. All right.
We only ever did a pre. The week we only did a pre-show.
The pre-show was just so good, we knew the regular show couldn't top it, so we decided to quit while we were ahead.
Oh my god, you guys. You fucking guys.
Oh yeah, I don't know why we were just like, why is 2 Man Live? Yeah, it says Test Live Only is the name of the stream.
Test live only. Well, why would we look at the title of the stream? We just want to chastise him
You know-
directly.
You know, you don't have to actually go live to test things. Well, maybe some things.
Some things you do
Well,
because
some
they
things,
only they only function while being actively live.
yeah.
So
See,
that's
like,
how they connect.
you can do the
Like,
soundboard offline
Ah.
as long as you have Streamlabs
I think-
open.
I think Nightbot is one of those things that you
Oh,
need to be
yeah.
live for it to see how it functions.
Yeah, because it's attached to the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably doing that and purposefully spamming his own chat.
Oh
I-
my
Oh,
God.
fucking
Okay, hold on.
crap.
JL, where do you know that song from? Show me the way to go home.
Yeah,
I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Yes, the women.
I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head.
Oh, where I may roam, over and see or foam.
I don't know the rest of it, but clearly you
I don't know.
more.
That's probably leave off. That's
Okay.
it.
I was doing the Family Guy one where Stewie sings it. He goes, "I'm
See,
tired."
I know it. I know it.
Women.
I actually know. I know it from Red Dwarf.
Oh, nice. I know from Jaws.
The episode "Thanks for the
I probably
Memory,"
heard him.
where
That's
they're
why I did the slaying.
where they all go to a moon to celebrate the anniversary of Rimmer's death, and they all get completely wasted, and then it's Lister trying to drive Blue Midget back to Red Dwarf, and it's like swerving through space, and then it suddenly starts
Oh my
flying backwards, and as
When
there's
we're caught
and
up
as
on Doctor Who, we got to do that.
and as it's flying haphazardly all over the place, they're singing that song and just like laughing and yeah.
Cass just tagged me in a
Great.
post on Facebook,
Oh
and
god.
it's one of those worst response to "I love you." Go. And
Oh,
Cass
I saw
responds,
that one.
"Eh,
Yeah.
A 5:15.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah, we should do Red
Better
Dwarf
bet
after
that.
Doctor Who. After we catch up with Doctor
Ray's here.
Who. Yay!
Oh my god.
Big
How's
love.
it going, Ray? Miss you, babe.
Yeah.
Ray's
Thank
not
you
here
for
this
making my
week,
family
as you
feel
probably
so
noticed.
much better.
She had stuff to do, and then she's working later, so I'm glad you're here, so at least for part of the show. Yay.
If we ever start it.
If we ever start
I
it.
like-
We're still in the
I like
pre-show.
what
We haven't
August
actually started the proper, actual, real show yet.
August said, drink a nice hot cup of
And
coffee.
JL
but
has still
use
not
your
answered
bare
the
hands
question
instead of
where
a cup.
he knows that song from.
No, he did answer the question. He said
He did?
Jaws.
Oh, it's in Jaws?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, okay. Back to the
Jaws
scene.
as well.
They describe that
Oh,
they
Jaws.
talk about
Okay, you did
their,
say it.
their scars. They compare
Yeah.
scars, and then they start drinking,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
then there's a cut to the shark
yeah.
outside the boat, and they come back
Gotcha.
and they're singing. And,
Okay.
yeah.
I missed that.
And
I see it now.
they slam the counter with them
Okay.
and time with the movie. It's why I did the thing.
I have not seen Jaws for about 30 years, and that was on VHS. Good old full
Oh my
screen
God.
VHS.
It's a
You have the
masterpiece
Blu-ray,
for a
right?
reason.
I
have the
know. I
Blu-ray?
need to see it again. I remember being quite impressed by like the cinematography and the suspense and
Beautiful.
the acting and just everything
Do
in
you
it.
have the Blu-ray?
Yes, I have the digibook. I have the digibook.
So do I.
It's very
It's one of my
sexy.
favorite movies. I see it every year at least.
Very nice. Yeah, I should watch it again. I wanted to get the rest of the sequels. I've only got Jaws and Jaws 3. So I need
The only good ones.
I need 2 and 4. Well, I want 2.
It's funny
it's-
because
You also need Jaws 5. Don't forget.
Jaws 2, 3, and
Jaws
4
5.
are in a
Cruel
No,
Jaws.
Oh, Cruel
Back from, like,
Jaws. Right.
$13. Yeah.
What's that? We talked
Jaws 5, yeah.
Jaws 2, 3, and 4 are in a combo pack now for like $13.
That is true.
Oh, okay.
I just need 2 and 4, and I just don't care. I have
Oh
them on
yeah.
DVD.
And we
don't
need
care.
Jaws 19 as well.
Yes. They should just make a new Jaws. Call it Jaws 19.
You know, Jaws 19.
Call it
came out in
Jaws
2015.
19. Shark still looks fake.
God.
Remember 2015 when everybody was riding on fucking hoverboards? That was pretty cool.
It was great.
Weird.
Whatever happened to those? And we had those self-lacing Nike shoes. Those are great.
They actually made those.
They
to be fair.
did, but they don't lace anywhere near as fast as they do in the movie. It takes like a minute.
No, of course. Yeah.
It's like slowly.
We'll be there in a
Yeah,
minute.
I don't-
But he also made the shoes from Alien too. So I mean, those are real shoes that you can get.
From
I
Alien?
like her looks.
Yeah, she had wear special Nike. Oh, Aliens. Sorry, second movie, Aliens. She's wearing special Nikes. You can see them in like the promotionals, like when she's standing there with a flamethrower with Newt.
Yeah.
She's wearing the Nikes. They're
Really?
called bug stompers. Yeah, they're called bug stompers.
Ah. I did not know that. I thought
They're
I
made
knew
for the
everything about
movie.
that movie.
They're made for the movie specifically, and then they never got made after that. But then like in 2014, 15, whenever they made a
Nice.
limited edition.
Did they really, Mike? Michael, I didn't know that. He says, did you see that fake promo trailer Universal did for the Jaws sequels in 2015? On
Oh,
in.
yeah.
I'm in.
I did not. I'll have to look that up. I'm assuming it goes up to Jaws 19.
I'm noticing a trend of old actors and singers showing up in random commercials for random companies.
Uh-huh.
As of late in the last like year or two.
Yes.
Like the newest one I saw was a few days ago. There's a place called Aaron's Furniture,
Mm-hmm.
and Mr. T is in these Aaron's.
Oh my
It's
God.
called the Double A Team.
The double A team.
Because it's AARON is the
Right.
Aaron.
Oh boy.
Well, there was... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I need to see that commercial.
No, that's just like it's.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
pity the
yeah.
meme.
There was another one with
Yeah.
Michael Myers and Dana Carvey as Wayne and Garth promoting one of those like menu food delivery services.
Oh yeah, doing I think it was a DoorDash commercial.
Was it Door? I mean, it was DoorDash. Yeah,
I think it was DoorDash.
they did like a bunch of them. I kept seeing them all over the place, and
It was cool though. Like
all the comments were like, "Wow, how the mighty have fallen."
I don't know. I thought
Not wrong. Not wrong.
They're
Yeah.
not wrong, but it was cool to see though. It was cool to see them in their original
Well, to see
characters.
them in character again, yeah, after so long.
Like that, and just doing something funny for a few minutes.
What
But,
the hell was it? Ice-T did something recently too.
Oh,
I
Ice-T
forget.
out here. Ice-T always does car shield commercials.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
He does car shields with
Bills.
I think it was Mr. Big. I think is the it was one of his friends.
Okay.
He shows up. But yeah, there's also the Scoop. There it is commercial. The ever famous. Scoop.
Oh my
There it
God.
is. Scoop. There it
Oh
is.
my God.
Have you not seen that?
No, this is all Midwest
Oh
stuff.
my god.
I want
Now-
you to, if you ever find those fucking commercials,
Oh,
send
they're-
them to us.
Yeah, I will
Oh my
find that.
God.
Fucking
Now, a
archive.
little bit of trivia
those
for you.
commercials.
Everybody remembers Whoom, there it is, because it was a big hit.
Yep.
Did you know there was another song that came out at the same time called Woot, there it is?
No.
I did
And
not know that. No.
our
Is it
Sen-
Canadian?
No, Arsenio Hall had both bands on the show to have like a contest to see which the audience preferred.
Oh
Do
my
you
God.
like Woot, there it is, or Whoomp, there it is? So it's kind of funny these days they did like this two different versions of basically the same song. Whoomp won by a landslide.
Whoop, there it is. I mean, come
Whoomp,
on.
there it is. Yeah. So-
Well, the thing about Whoop, there it is that it's got the shakalaka in it. You know that
Yeah.
that really sells it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know, actually, Michael, I think I have seen that now that you mention that. Jaws 19. This time, it's really, really personal. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna make some coffee and then we'll start the show.
Can you get me a cucumber?
Sure.
Spoiler alert: the show never started.
This is the pre-show that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. We just started doing it. Oh, just because. We started doing it
Oh,
because.
fun. Whatever.
We started doing it because. We started doing it because we never stopped. And we never stopped.
Sorry, look at these stupid ass commercials.
I love the fucking regional commercials, the weird ones that come out. There's one that plays on a streamer that I watch. He made his own like commercial break kind of thing, where he has to go take a shit, and it's a bunch of these fucking weird commercials, and one of them is like a mid 2000s cell phone store from somewhere in California, and this guy, they're dancing around like fucking idiots, and this guy at some point like they want to go through the fucking deal that they're offering again, so he's like, rewind. It's just a fucking close up of his face as he's saying that. Every time I laugh my ass off. Like, what the fuck?
Neither of us trust Jess.
Yeah. And there's also there's a Tide commercial that has Ice-T, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Vanilla Ice, Annie Murphy, and Mark Messer in it.
Eddie Murphy,
That
you
sounds
said?
like
No.
a fucking.
Annie.
Who's Annie Murphy?
Annie Murphy. Oh God, what was she in? I have to Google that.
I mean, the name sounds familiar,
That
but
sounds
like,
a
my brain.
She was Canadian actress. She was in stuff like Schitt's Creek,
I haven't seen it.
Blue Mountain State.
Haven't seen
Let's see what else.
it. I wonder why you don't know who she is.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I look at her and I'm like, okay, yeah, I know who that is. I've seen her in Schitt's Creek. Apparently, a newer show called Kevin Can Fuck Himself.
Hey, what is it called?
Kevin
Check it
Can
out.
Fuck Himself. I don't know.
Kevin can fuck himself. Okay.
That's the name of the show.
All right. Let's see her film. She has been in. Right. Okay. So anyway, she's been in some TV shows I haven't seen yet. Also, excellent.
So there you go, Stoud. There's
I've-
4.
Seen exactly 0 things that she's done. Wow.
A Geico commercial with Tag Team doing the scoop. There it is.
Scoop. There it is.
The AA
Scoop.
team.
There it is.
The AA team talking about refrigerators with Mr. T. We have Ice-T trying to sell you car insurance. And then we have Stone Cold Steve Austin and Ice-T trying to sell you Tide. And they're making cold calls. Get it? Get it?
Oh. Fuck.
Get it? And I was like,
Did I?
I'm not trying to search YouTube for this one. I could be searching
Mini
Google.
cucumber.
isn't that a pickle?
It's
Mini
a fucking pickle to
cucumber.
me, but yeah, it is a cucumber. But it's just like, yeah, I mean, that's what a pickle is.
Well, that's what a pickle is made from. Yeah.
Yeah, usually I take that and pickle it because it's the perfect size for pickle.
Many.
Yeah.
Except I don't like
Cucumber.
pickles, but I like cucumbers.
You missed it, Sean. I found another one of those celebrities in commercials. That's just,
Mm-hmm.
it's a Tide commercial that has Vanilla Ice, iced tea, and Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Oh my god.
and they're making cold calls.
You got I?
Get it?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I posted all these to Stoud in the Discord, so he could share them to the masses if he feels wants to.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Now, mind you, all these commercials I posted, I saw these just
I
on
can see how
TV.
long until the next round.
I saw them just on regular TV. Someone didn't link me to them, and I watched them online.
I haven't seen regular TV in years.
I have an antenna. So
I
in
my
1985.
rewiring that I did earlier today, I actually disconnected my cable boxes because I was like, why do I even have these plugged in? I've literally not watched them in probably 4 years, if not longer.
I need a lot of light.
Yeah.
So,
Why would you? The internet is so much more interesting.
well, that and just more convenient.
Yep.
And commercial
That too.
free. Well, most of it.
Well, yeah.
Well, nowhere near the level of network television. Fuck's sake.
I mean, like sometimes I have to endure a commercial because I'm making food or whatever, and my parents watch TV, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I am so glad I don't have to deal with this shit most days.
No, I know.
Ugh.
So much like shady shit being advertised now too. It's not even like it was back in the day where the ads were at least somewhat entertaining.
Need.
Just that this latest antidepressant drug, they include these bajillions of side effects.
Mm-hmm. My personal favorites being involuntary arm movement, scalp stink, mask-like face, and lip smacking. All actual side effects that I heard on real products on regular television.
So dry mouth then?
No, apparently this is
Jesus.
separate from dry mouth.
Oh,
It is
okay.
called lip. It's
Maybe say what you
involuntary
started
lip
on.
smacking. And I'm still trying to figure
Wow.
out what mask-like face is.
Ironic that you did that right after you were licking your fingers.
Yes. And she probably won't see that for a very long time, if ever, JL. I mean, she basically watches what I watch. So I don't own any of those shows, therefore we can't watch them
Wow.
right now.
God damn it.
So, you know,
Jail.
it's like,
Show me your-
no, we're watching stuff like, we're watching Doctor Who right now. We're watching the original Star Trek. We're watching the original Twilight Zone. That's kind of it for the shows that we're watching right now. We're just kind of focusing on a few shows at a time. And then in between that, we're watching movies.
Few
So-
shows at a time.
Yeah.
I'd
And
probably
then,
like
well, and
five shows
also,
that nice stuff to finish.
There's a short series that I'd like to watch with you, Skinslip.
Also,
Okay.
also in
Sure.
between that, I'm watching some of my other shows like Parks and Rec and stuff like that.
Fucking love
She-
Parks and Rec so
she-
goddamn
She
much.
watches. She's a big fan of Grey's Anatomy. Has been watching it forever, and so she
Ooh.
watches that.
Cool show.
And yeah, it's good stuff. So
I had an ex who was into that. It's
yeah,
cool.
my
Seen a few episodes. Not my favorite.
my
but I
step
didn't hate it.
family was into it, so I didn't really.
Pretty sure it's won some Emmys for writing, if not mistaken. So I mean, like,
Well, and it's in its 17th season. I mean, it's
Yeah.
going strong. You know, like it's. I didn't
Yeah.
even know it was still on until she told me about it.
hell yeah. So
Yes.
very popular. More power to it. You know?
Yeah.
Jail, if you have not seen Police Academy, the animated series, I also wholeheartedly recommend that one. It's fucking fantastic.
Police Academy, the animated series, was fun. I remember watching that when it was originally on.
I wonder how well it holds up in modern context.
Well,
too. But
it's a very like comic booky interpretation of the characters. Like, you know, Hightower,
Yeah.
the big guy, is like freaking indestructible super guy.
Yeah, they
you
all
know,
like
super
little
strong
powers
and
and
everything.
stuff.
Yeah,
more like a
basically,
cartoon.
yeah. So it's kind of like they're sort of superheroes.
They had a
Kinda.
toy line which I loved. So they're like
The toy line-
Ghostbusters toys, basically.
They were like super stylized and stuff.
Yep. Same. I think
That's what the
same company, right,
cartoons
Kenner?
like. That's what the cartoons like.
I'm sure that was Kenner, same company.
Probably, yeah. Oh, and Ray says Grey's Anatomy got renewed for their 18th season, so still going.
Good
They're
God,
probably going to
holy
at least do 20, just make it a nice even 20. But
I used to live near the hospital, and in fact went to the hospital a few times where they shot the introduction scene of like you know when they
like the
they're-
exteriors.
the exteriors,
Yeah.
yeah. One of
Okay,
the introduction scenes. It's a
that's cool.
they've used this introduction scene like X-Files, Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy. Basically, anytime they needed a hospital
Yeah.
looking place, that's the hospital they used, and I
Okay.
live like right down the road from that hospital.
Oh, you made her jealous now. She's like, what?
It's in Portland, by the way.
She would
Portland,
love to see some of the locations, I'm sure. That could be an adventure we could go on. Go to see like movie and TV locations of some of our favorite shows or movies.
It'd be really cool
That'd
if
be cool,
I
yeah.
don't know, Acme Stoud meetup. Maybe you can come visit,
Maybe.
and maybe we can come visit and return at some point. You know?
Maybe. Well, yeah, that's obviously the hope, is that we can all just hang out in the, oh my god, same actual room. And
know, right?
do things together while in each
You can
other's
be like, you are
physical
so
presence.
short. I'm like, shut up. I know. You always tell me I seem tall, but I'm 5'3.5".
At one point, we'll be like,
What is happening?
why isn't it working? I'm trying to mute you.
God, you're so loud. How to turn you down?
It's loud and obnoxious. I can't adjust your volume.
You're short,
I
enough
like
for
Discord better.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You just leave when you annoy me.
That's
I
right.
have nowhere to go. There's 14 inches of snow.
Ah! Oh, yeah,
be
that's
cool.
true. Actually, Ray says we can stay in the van because she's got her camper van. So
That's awesome.
we are
mean,
mobile.
Obviously,
So-
if we could accommodate you, we would. I mean, we don't know
Yes.
what our place would
Of
be
course.
when we get there.
We know. And we might have a nice, sized place that can accommodate guests by then, too. You never know.
Yeah.
We shall see. Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah. I figure I'm sleeping on the floor at this point, but like, that's the way it goes.
There are dreams which may one day turn into plans and
the
into
hospital I'm
reality.
talking about is St. Vincent.
They're not like hopeless dreams. They're actually very doable things.
Oh, yeah,
in the
same
future.
with ours. We got, within the realms of possibility. Just a matter of sorting out some other things first.
Specifically, the East Pavilion of St. Vincent. When you see it, it's like, oh, it's that fucking shot that's in every fucking thing.
Okay, Jail, stop interrogating Ray.
They got like
She
You know
has
the shot
seen
where they
and
have it-
played very little. She was an outdoor girl. She didn't watch a lot of stuff or things like
Yeah.
that. She's basically
Stop asking about every little thing.
she's getting her culture now. Thanks to me.
the shot where they
Right.
have like a fucking
Go here.
a fountain right out front the pavilion, and the hospital like kind of curves around the fountain, almost like it was designed that way.
Mm.
Yeah, that's St. Vincent in Portland.
Cool.
Used to live near there.
Yes. Yeah, I was mentioning that. She was asking where everybody lived. I said, and she said, "Well, who lives in Oregon?" I said, "Well, Stoud used to live in Oregon." It's like, "Oh, okay." And then I realized very recently that he didn't anymore. He's only been in his current place for what, like 5-6 years now?
Yeah.
105 kills.
Yes, 105 years he's been there.
Yep, can confirm.
84 years.
Nice.
Sorry, Titanic reference. Needed it.
84 years.
I mean, Ray, have you seen Titanic? You should make Sean watch Titanic.
I've
Let's see if
seen
you
I've
guys can
seen
remember that.
Titanic. It was awful. I never
not
want to
awful.
see it again. It is so awful.
It's a great fucking movie.
No, it's terrible.
Special effects are amazing.
Yes, the special effects are amazing. The movie is terrible.
It's really not as bad.
The-
If you remember, it's so good.
The script, the characterization, the characters.
You can watch it right.
They're all so fundamentally unlikable. Their relationships completely stretch the bounds of
When the fuck
credibility.
did you watch it? I mean, if it's been over 10 years, I don't trust.
In the early
I don't even trust that
2000s,
myself.
when I owned it on Laserdisc,
Yeah.
I bought
I
it for
haven't seen it in
$5.
years either.
I watched it a
Oh, I
couple
need to
of
rewatch
times.
it.
I gave it
So
a fair
anyways-
chance. But
So we're gonna start the show.
I know, right?
Starting the show.
this is too long for her
Yes.
short attention span. Oh, I'm going to show you some long movies. But
Oh god.
see, it's different when it's a long movie that's good. Then it actually holds your interest for the whole thing. Titanic is not one of those, so I can understand.
Oh my god. Shut the hell up. I mean, like, Jesus.
I was going to make a Titanic reference earlier when we were talking about assholes and talking about.
Billy Zane.
When it got me to thinking about Billy Zane, yeah, the way he fucking was like, "This is my daughter, please." Like, yeah, we were talking about people like that. That we were talking about Scalpers, right? And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I really want to compare Scalpers to Billy Zane.
To Billy Zane. I need to sell all these PS5s to feed my children. No, you don't.
I mean, sometimes, sadly, that's technically true, but it's like, well, then why did you spend all the fucking money on PS5s thinking you're gonna make $1 million fucking dollars?
Why, JL?
Because it was the
What?
only chance they thought they had.
Will you please understand
Desperation.
your interests and the things that are important to you are not the same as mine.
I thought
Yes, they are, and stop lying.
I've never seen Tenchi Muyo, so I have no opinion about it. I've heard of it, I know of it, but that's that.
Why?
Stratomaster, there's no objectivity in art. It's only subjective.
It's
So there's
true.
no objectively terrible movies. There's only subjectively terrible movies. I hate Exterminator City, but it's someone's favorite, and there's nothing wrong with that. So,
I
ours is
watched
subjective.
I watched most of Exterminator City, about the first half of it.
You see
You
the whole
didn't miss
movie, actually.
anything.
That's
Yeah,
the whole
did.
fucking movie. It does, nothing
It just
changes
keeps
for the
doing
next
that over and over again.
Yeah, it never stops.
Yeah, it was
For a single second.
it was interesting.
You don't have to like Titanic, mind you. What I'm saying is, there's no such thing as an objectively terrible anything.
I admired the grand sprawling ambition of Exterminator City.
Woman gets murdered. Cut to,
Sorry,
to,
that really got me.
I'll just say,
I mean,
woman
they
gets
were
murdered. Cut to.
they were really
a
trying to
sword fight
build a
between
mythology
fucking robots.
there,
The sword
and-
fight's
Woman
once
gets
at the
murdered.
end. The sword fight's at the end.
The
Stab.
sword
That's the most
fight, yeah.
exciting part of the movie. I have a gif of it because there's nothing else worth watching in that movie.
One robot gets tired of the other robot's shit, and they have a sword fight for
They-
30 seconds, and then that's it.
30 seconds. Yes, I have a gif of the entire second.
I
It's
love
15
the
seconds long.
the GIF
Every
is
time
great
it's
because it makes it look like they're just having this ridiculous sword fight forever.
It just loops really well. It loops super
It
well.
loops really well, and the thing is, the sword fight basically looks like a slap fight, like they're slapping each other with swords.
I will post
It's like,
the gif. I will post the
That's
gif
kinda what
in
it's
general
like.
right now.
They both have
fighting.
rubber swords and they're just staring at the camera because they're just so depressed at life.
Yes,
And it's just like,
I'm posting the gif in general right now in the Discord.
yes. Okay, hold on.
literally, like, this is the sword
The
that
whole-
it's going.
And it's literally the entire scene.
Let me,
It cuts at one point to
let
the
me
other
just-
direction, and
let me
that's
just pull this up for you here. Just give me a second.
it. You should literally just make. You see that bottom right corner where you are? Put the gif there and leave it there the rest of the show.
If
That's
Discord ever
literally-
fucking loads, can you load, please? Thank you. Jesus.
Come on, Discord. All right, where is it in Discord?
It's in general.
General. They're up in general, so anyone can see it.
General, there we are.
So if you
Okay.
see this wrong, I put it there so that if you see it
There it is.
tomorrow, you can go see it in the Discord still. It's rolling.
There, look at that. The action, the intensity, the drama.
That's the entire scene, by the way.
I like how the guy with the red eyes moves a little bit, but the guy with the green eyes doesn't. He's just being very stoic in his sword fight.
Literally, just the whole.
The,
That's it. That's
the
you're
red-eyed
seeing the whole
guy
scene.
is giving into emotion a little bit and losing focus.
This is like and that's the only good part of the movie. Now, we watched it because I saw this. Someone talked about it in something, and I saw a little GIF. Not a GIF. I was watching someone's video, and that was the only little moment. And I was like, "Hey, what movie is that from?" Like, "Oh, it's a terrible movie called Exterminator City." And I went and found it on YouTube and watched.
It's on YouTube.
This abomination.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's gone now.
Oh, is it
Now you
really?
have to rent it. Yeah.
Oh.
We're so influential that after we started talking about how terrible it is,
And there's the Jaws 19
taken
trailer.
it, and now it's up for rent for $4.99. Don't pay for it.
Wow.
Don't pay a dime for it, piece of shit.
No.
$4.99. God damn.
It's spoiled the entire movie for you.
You could
Why?
buy the DVD for that.
A woman
Watch.
comes home to her apartment, slowly gets naked, gets in the shower, and then gets killed for 10 minutes. Then two robots talk for 2 minutes, repeat over and over and over again for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, aren't
the
there
whole
robots
sequence.
investigating the murder or something, and that's what
Yes.
they're talking about?
But investigation was this.
That's the 2 minutes. Of
I
the
have some
robot.
data. Blah, 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 blah. That's the entire investigation. Hey, look, they're investigating.
Robot puppets.
That's
Yeah,
all they
they're
just wiggle
robot
and talk.
puppets. Yeah.
They don't do anything.
Did their mouths even move? I don't
Cut
remember.
back to one
No.
being murdered.
They didn't.
They literally wiggled.
So
you
they
could tell
just
were talking.
wiggle.
Yes. They
Cut
wiggle
back
so you
to
know
robot.
they're
Cut back to woman being murdered.
Yeah. And they
Cut
just
back
talk
to
about,
woman being murdered.
and they talk about the details of what you just saw. Like, I just saw it, buddy. Like, what the fuck?
In case you missed all the details and clues in that
Of the
scene,
naked film star that you just saw.
I
I think
did-
they're like famous.
I just
Don't
saw
just-
boobs. That was the clue.
It's
for
all
me.
there.
Boobs. Doesn't matter. Saw
There's
boobs.
just a lot of nudity from direct-to-video film starlets. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And by the
Some
way,
level
those,
No,
they deserve
hold-
better work than that. Holy
No,
shit.
how's
They
your
all
father?
do.
The pre-show is not 10 hours long. It also factors in the marathon from earlier today. We just
Oh my god,
we
yeah.
just continued the same stream.
We've been sitting here doing pre-show.
We've only been we've only been doing it 84 years. Don't
10
worry.
hours of pre-show.
10 hours later.
Longest pre-show ever.
Although that said, our old streams, if you watch the old live stream archives, could run pretty long sometimes.
We did 7-8 hours.
We did like
every now and then.
7-8 hours fairly often.
5 very frequently.
Yeah.
5 very frequently.
Yeah, 5 was pretty frequent. Yeah.
I like doing the pre-shows though because it reminds me of the way this show used to be, less
Yes.
structured.
Yeah.
And
just
sometimes it's fun to go back to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
some
But I
kind
don't do
of
it all the time.
loose.
Not all the
loose
time, yeah,
and
otherwise
shooting the
it's-
shit,
Dull again.
whatever.
But then
Yeah.
for people who are like, I don't care about the news, they can just we have pre-shows for you. Watch
Yeah.
the pre-shows.
We just kicked so much ass during Fortnite tonight.
It's
that's,
like-
that's what we did before this.
If you, I miss the way SNI used to be. Watch the pre-show. That's literally how SNI used to be. We still do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh my god, that the Yoda versus R2D2 moment from Return of the Jedi or whatever, or maybe it's Empire Strikes Back. Can't remember which. Where they're fighting over.
Oh,
whatever.
Empire. It's
No, no,
yes,
no,
it's
that's-
Empire.
Mike says that's
Yeah.
the same energy, and then post the
It
GIF
is.
underneath it.
Oh my god,
It
it
is.
is. It is.
is.
It totally is. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me pull that up here.
That's it's in the general.
Where is
Put
it?
right underneath.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Hitting it with the stick.
Same energy.
Yeah.
Look at that. Side by side.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
That's
Yes.
amazing.
Oh,
Yes.
And then the homage
Clearly it was
to that
inspired.
scene.
Yes.
Clearly.
An homage, yes.
Yes.
That's
There we go.
that fucking movie.
It looks so similar. I feel like maybe it is an homage. I don't know.
I
don't
think
know.
it is, but it's just terrible.
There's no pen
Terrible
light
homage.
involved in the other one. I don't know. It's like
Apparently,
transcendent
Dale's
cinema.
chest is hurting. Transcendent cinema. It's terrible. Do you know
Fantastic.
I'd rather you watch any number of movies we've talked about in the show. Literally anyone, even the ones I hated. I'd rather you watch those.
I'm
Yes.
not too worried about people watching it because what's going to happen is you're going to turn it on and then 30 minutes in you're going to pass out. So like,
From
Or
boredom.
turn it off like you
Yeah.
should.
yeah, it's like
Fast forward to the
And in
sword
that
fight, turn
case,
it
like-
off.
I always say watch a movie all the way through, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't watch that one all the way through.
Just don't. No, you don't have to watch a movie all the way through. Don't review the movie if you're not gonna watch it all the way through. Don't
Yeah.
We
say,
gotta.
I-
Yeah,
give
you
your
can just.
Fine, that's
yeah.
fine. I don't
Mhm.
care. I don't want your opinion on it if you didn't finish it. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. It's only if you finish it that you're allowed
Yeah.
to review it.
And I won't. I just don't accept your opinion if you hadn't finished it. Like that's
Mhm.
That's not a fully formed opinion. That's all.
But
yeah,
yes,
Rex Reed.
but yes, as Skinslip
Yeah, Rex Reed.
said, what we
Hey,
were
it's a callback. Sorry.
what we were doing before the pre-show, as she said, was kicking a lot of ass in Fortnite. We actually kicked a lot of ass in Fortnite this week. It's gonna be fun putting all those highlights together.
We lost,
But,
I think, a total of 4 games of, I think, the 12 to 14.
Something like that. We had a really good
Could it be we're
win to
getting
loss
better?
ratio. Yeah.
Is that possible?
I was getting 40% accuracy most of the time.
With the
I feel like what's happening though is just that the
infantry
fucking
rifle, yeah.
floodings aren't out in force as much
No.
right now.
see that
No, right now it's that battle. It's that infantry rifle. I'm carrying the team with it.
Yeah.
As soon as it goes away, we're gonna start sucking
I love
and
in.
that
the
rifle.
yeah, because we're able to that and the bows, we're able to get them at such a
Yes.
distance they're not able to get close enough to sweat all over us. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
so that's what makes the difference. See, we still suck at when it gets into close quarters fight, we always get fucked. Like
When we go long range, and we were
Yeah.
doing that across the valley fight, I was literally like
Yeah.
this. Because I'm trying, like, where the fuck am I trying to Because the rifle doesn't go in very far. So I'm like,
no,
fucking get you, motherfucker.
yeah. See, I think I think the bow zooms in a little bit more,
It does.
but
Yeah.
it's
Actually,
kind of,
significantly a bit more.
it's
actually.
like this season's sniper basically.
But I'm cool
But,
with the gun being the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a great
Yeah,
it's a great gun. I love the infantry rifle. Okay, can you get some coffee? Have a
You
smoke.
already got coffee, didn't you?
No, I got
No.
water. I made the coffee. I haven't got the coffee yet.
He made it, said it, turned it on, and came back, hang out while
Okay,
it's
and then we
doing
talked
thing.
about more geeky things, and then okay.
Yep.
I'll be
Wow.
back.
The
Lord.
pre-show's still fucking happening at midnight Eric's time. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sure you just want to go at this point.
I think I just going to bed.
Yeah.
Well, we love you, buddy. We hope you have
You
a
can
good
if you
day.
want.
Hope work
Obviously.
goes by fast.
Yeah.
Sorry, to talk about the news and stuff.
Was there that much to talk about this week, though? I mean,
Really, I don't have any pickups either, so.
No,
you did
well,
talk about the
I am so
Or
glad
maybe
you got to
late.
come hang out with us, though, because I love seeing you here,
Yes.
and I don't get to see you very often because I'm busy usually when you're free, and you're free usually when I'm. You know, it's like it's always like passing shit. They're like, "Hey, I'd like to hang out with you." Oh yeah, me too. Like, oh, I'm hanging out. I've
It's
already
the
had
story of
fun.
my life for most things. You know.
But this
I'm
is
sorry.
my favorite way.
I don't. So.
This is my
But,
favorite way to hang out with you, though. Like we actually
Yeah.
got to shoot the shit and talk about whatever the fuck came up. You know,
Yeah,
I know, right? Yeah.
it's not
Fuck
a
yeah.
structured thing.
now that I live stream more often, I get to shoot the shit there. I
Yeah.
do a lot of just chatting like this, just then shoot the shit, maybe play some games. I don't know. Fuck it, I don't know.
fuck it. I don't know. Doing it live.
You should all check out his channel. It's awesome.
So, still working on it. I'm still using like all the default Streamlabs like notifications and shit. I need to work on making my own. I don't know what to
Oh,
make.
yeah.
Like I would need to like when someone follows or someone does all that fun stuff. Raids, follows, whatever.
Oh, I hate this thing.
Actually, before I head out, I do want to share a bit of sadness before I leave.
Excellent.
Stay straight.
Share all the sadness with us.
The
We'll start the show.
the bit of sadness is after 5.5 wonderful years of duty service, my arcade monitor bit the dust.
I thought
No.
like someone in your life had died. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
are you serious?
Well,
Condolences.
Technically, yes.
I mean, condolences, all the same, but not the same kind of
Yeah,
condolences.
sorry about that.
No, it's fine. You're fine.
Right.
I had an
Yes,
expectation.
my
It's my
beautiful 29-inch
It's beautiful. Was
real arcade monitor. It got killed off by a stupid brownout.
Oh, what's the surge
And-
protector didn't work?
The surge protector decided to protect everything except the monitor.
Those are those can be kind of sensitive sometimes.
Yeah,
That
they are.
sucks.
It's
They also could have already had a problem, and that just
But
caused
that's the
it.
thing. It was working perfectly fine until the brownout, and then it just wouldn't come on after that.
No, I'm saying that could be like something wrong that's not happened yet, but around like made it happen sooner.
Brownout
Kind of thing.
made it worse.
Kicked it over the edge. Like, fuck.
Yeah, I just noticed one day, we had the brownout. I'm kind of lazy about turning stuff back on when things are up.
Yeah.
So like
I don't believe you.
a week went by, and I just kind of happened to notice that usually when the monitor's on, but I hadn't turned the computer on, it just says disconnect, and that floats across the screen and bounces around like the old DVD logo. I noticed that it wasn't doing that. And it's done it before. Like, all I had to do was unplug and plug it back in. I just needed a refresh. And so I go, okay, so I unplug it, plug it back in, and I turn the computer on. And it usually takes a few minutes for everything to pop up. And it never popped up. And no matter what I do, it's nothing but a black screen. I can hear it humming. Like, you can always hear it hum. Because it's a naked monitor. So.
Is it? It might be like the driver unit in the back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the level of expertise I don't want to mess with.
Like, do you have a local electronics repair? They could probably fix that kind of thing.
Not even remotely close.
But
Like,
like, good screen. I might want to hold on to that just in case that changes. Because it's like one of those things. Like, I don't know if I want to get rid of this.
Also, yeah, it is. For people who don't know, it's called it's a Mac Vision monitor. It's a 29-inch 4x3 flat panel CRT, and the company that makes it is no longer in business, so I can't get a new one.
Of course.
I'm gonna replace it with an LCD anyway, because it was, as much as I loved it, it was too much of a pain in the ass anyway to use. So yeah, there you go. That was my sad little bit of information that Sean totally missed.
Oh, I'm sorry to not hear that.
Nobody will tell him about.
I'll refresh you really quick because I'm gonna head to bed. I'm tired. It's
Okay.
12:30.
Do you have pickups? Do you have gaming news?
Very little gaming news that I can hold off till next week. It's not pertinent.
Okay.
And no, I don't have any pickups. Actually,
Okay.
my pickups will probably show up tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
All right then. I'll pick
Yeah, pickups next time.
But like I mentioned in the chat already, I'll just mention to you real quick. After 5.5 years, my beautiful arcade monitor sadly bit the dust from a stupid brownout. So it was on a surge protector, and stuff like that, and it protected the projector, the PS4, the system computer that it was plugged into, except the monitor.
Oh.
The monitor just wouldn't come on after that. So
What a pain. That's like how my Laserdisc player died. Just
Which
would not
it
turn
sucked
on again.
several levels. For one, yeah, I lost a nice, beautiful CRT, brand new at the time. It was like newly manufactured.
I remember you raving about that when you got it.
Spent so much money on that damn thing. I remember.
Yeah.
It was $800.
Flat screen, right?
Flat panel, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck's sakes.
And
Oh my god.
yeah, now I have not one but two giant dead fucking 29-inch CRT monitors that I have no idea how to get rid of.
Excellent.
Great.
So, yeah, it's gonna be fun prying that 500-pound monstrosity out of my cabinet now. So anyway, on that note, yeah, I'm gonna head to bed. And like I said, I don't have any pickups. Not much in the way of news this week. It's pretty dry.
Okie dokie.
So yeah. So for Raptor Rivera out there, who I know is watching, it's King of the Monsters, Dragon Slayer, and Splatterhouse 3.
Splatterhouse 3.
So those are the games that we're running.
Nintendo 64. Sorry.
Nintendo 64.
Everything with that energy.
So yes. Have a wonderful night, everybody.
You too,
Night,
Garbage.
dude.
Thanks for joining
Hope-
us, dude.
Hope this week is kind to you, my friend. Look forward to next week.
So I was kind of a part of SNI. I was part of the pre-show.
Well, yeah,
works.
the longest
Yeah.
pre-show
Yeah, I
in
wasn't
years.
here.
And I'm gonna say, if you miss Garbage Gamer, watch the pre-show because that's he's there for all of that, and then he abandoned us.
Follow him on Twitch.
Yeah, and follow him on Twitch.
Courage is out like a boner in sweatpants. Yes. Yeah.
So go follow Garbage. He streams often now, and he's very fun to watch. I watch him every now and then. I'm mostly a lurker, but I lurk in most people's streams, to be fair.
Yeah, so do I, really.
I talk very little, and the most I talk is in Sean's, honestly.
Oh, I have the perfect gift for this week.
And it's only because it's like basically home base, Sean's chat, So it's like a little more safe talking
Home
there than
base.
anywhere else.
This is the.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm usually a lurker everywhere for the most
I'll
part.
slowly get there. I'll slowly get there. and I'll
This
get
is
to
the Federation building, and then everyone
Yeah.
else has their streams on their starships that take off from the Federation building.
Something like that, yeah.
Or
You have a
this
high-
is
you
the
have a-
dry dock.
I was
Star
gonna say,
base.
you have a high image of yourself there, Sean.
Yeah. Hey,
Someday I will.
Is it is it cold up there on your pedestal?
how many subscribers do you have on YouTube? Just saying.
Oh, that's how we're going.
Okay,
Someday I will
Mister
form a
10
hostile
followers.
takeover.
I'm sure it's more than 10,
94.
well, there you go. Almost 100. Yay!
That's about as many followers I have on YouTube.
There you go. Perfect. I don't know
So
what
anyway,
Rosie's doing. She's in the kitchen. I'm scared.
oh yeah,
Dude.
All right.
penis.
Penis.
Yeah.
Have a good one, dude.
Yeah, see ya.
I'll have to move the picture over now. Hold on.
Excellent.
There.
Well, if Toon Man is out there in the audience, Brendan.
Now, where the fuck is he?
Yeah, he could be here because he wasn't here before when he was on his channel.
Oh god, did I just break this? Fuck's sakes. I'm so mad. No, okay.
There we go. Good enough. Ah. Is this fucked up? Hold on a second.
Maybe. Possibly.
Oh, because I needed to adjust it slightly for the fucking web page last week. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that wasn't your fault. That was.
Oh, I thought that was my fault. Sorry.
No, that was
well.
the.
Sorry for sorrying.
No, the cast app refused to load.
Oh, you're supposed to put the GIF of the sword fight there for SNI, and no one will know the context without seeing the show. We should never explain that in the show.
There we go, and the bottom. Pull that up a bit. There. I would, except the aspect ratio is wrong. They wouldn't fully cover the camera properly. Well, unless I made it bigger, I guess I could make it bigger.
You can actually also crop the edges with a Shift or Alt. I can't remember while you resize.
That's true. That's more
It doesn't change the shape; it just cuts it in. Yeah.
I like chicken nuggets.
It is
Me
pain in the ass.
too.
Fair, but
That's fine. This is also to kind of cross-promote my upcoming videos. That's what it's kind of become. Tune in on Friday. There could be a video about this collection on the screen on Friday. Which I
hey,
think,
mine's right there.
which I think we all have. Yeah, we all have that now. Yeah.
Mine's right there. I haven't watched it yet, but it's right there.
Neither have I. I might do that for Halloween. Just watch all 5 of them, and there's 5 reviews right there.
I've only seen the first two, the first original and the remake. That's all I've seen.
That is all I have seen as well. I enjoyed them both immensely, especially the Cronenberg one. That one's so damn good.
Gum wrappers fighting with cocktail swords gif. That's good shit.
Okay, here we go. Oh, hold on. I need to take the, no, this one. Need to take that off. And that off. And just need to change a little thing on the title.
Is that a terrible fan or?
No, I'm just holding it in that face because it was hot.
Okay.
Trying to be less moist in the forehead area. Since that's where my light gets really hot up here. Like when we move, I'll have lights to use, but I don't have room for them currently. Might not have room for them there, but I'll always be able to try them. I don't have a ring light. That's the other thing. They're a little expensive for the one I want. So I don't really have the $162 for it. So
There we go. Okay. That
just yet.
is all good.
I did have a friend go to Hobby Lobby the other day and then feel guilty because we're friends. And I was like, oh, you went to they were like, oh, I went to Hobby Lobby. And I was like, oh. And they were like, and then we kept talking. I didn't say anything else. And the next thing I looked at my PayPal and they sent me money to PayPal to apologize. So I was like, oh, I wish that was a more common thing for going to Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
cute.
too. Alrighty, just give me 1 second here. Something. There we go. Okay. We'll see y'all in just a moment to Rooney. I got the tweet ready to go, don't worry.
People are people, so why should it be?
You and I should get along so awfully.